Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone to this live stream of the Julius Baer Generations Cup. This is Sagar Shah welcoming all of you. It's going to be an amazing day because first round itself we have a literally mouth-watering encounter between Arjun Erigesi on your screen up there, guys, taking on the world champion Magnus Carlsen, and it's going to be so much fun. The games are about to begin. We have three Indians taking part in this event, and Arjun is waiting for his opponent. Although all other games have started, Magnus Carlsen is not to be seen. Where is Magnus Carlsen? Guys, that is the question. Magnus Carlsen kahan hai? Where is Magnus? Oh my god, you can see like Pragnananda here. He is already off. Anish is playing. Pragg is playing against Ivanchuk. Let's have them on the screen while Arjun is waiting for Magnus to join. And there you have Pragnananda here. And we have joining us all the way from the bedroom, Amruta Mokal. Hello.
Hello, everyone in the chat. What's up? Arjun versus Carlsen. It's not something you want to miss.
Carlsen is here. Carlsen is delayed.
Carlsen is delayed.
मतलब वो late आया है. But
Time पे ही बहुत हुआ था वो.
1 second. And there we have
Ivanchuk
taking on Pragnananda.
Cool. That's so exciting. We are seeing Ivanchuk playing online.
And look at Ivanchuk.
You know, one of the most creative players. Not so easy to see him play online.
And by the way, Arjun has already made his move e4 and he's waiting for Magnus to join in. And he's like, अभी तो आज तो Magnus को I'll beat. And actually, Amruta, Arjun has never beaten Magnus Carlsen.
Acha. So that's his good chance today.
Today is a great chance for him. Magnus is putting up his back camera there. He's getting ready. Guys, Magnus is very unprepared for this.
Unprepared in what sense?
In terms of setting things up.
So has the game, like time has started?
No.
Adding? Not yet. Okay. Oh, yeah. He's just, what is he doing?
Actually,
I think it seems like he just took bath. He's just washed his hair.
We are seeing Magnus after, he left that tournament, Singfield Cup, for the first time. He didn't tweet, he didn't say anything, he was nowhere after that tweet. So actually this is the first game and Arjun is taking him on. So after one talent faced against him, Hans Niemann, 2003 born. Now we have another 2003 born taking him on.
Wow.
Asim Khan is saying today no commentary, chess will speak for itself.
By the way,
G6 played by Magnus Carlsen.
That is modern.
Yes, and Arjun says, "Bhai, मैं तो full center लेके रहेगा. I'll take the full center." D6 on the board.
Knight C3.
Knight to C3.
C6 or BG7 will go. If you look at Carlsen right now, it seems like he's just lost in some other zone.
Yeah, he'll come back. And by the way, Amruta, he's played bishop e3. Arjun might go like your attacking idea with f3, queen d2, g4, h4. Oh, he's gone for the Tigers modern with a6.
You used to play this, no?
Yes.
Like this. Hippopotamus?
Yes. Not hippopotamus.
अरे hippopotamus ही तो था.
By the way, Magnus is taking a huge risk by not developing his pieces, but this is known as Tigers Modern. There is a player known as Tiger Hilar Persson who used to play this.
He has written a full book on it.
Yeah, and I actually played it once and I was analyzing in Kolkata.
And were you crushed?
Yeah, I drew or I lost, I don't remember. Okay. And next to me was Tiger Hilar Persson analyzing.
Oh,
so it's his
cool.
own game.
So cool.
Yeah, because he came once to Kolkata to play. Oh, but Amruta, shall we do something special? Which the chess
Always
world,
for
which the
anything
chess world is
special.
waiting for.
Oh, he's right
Put
there.
Hans and Magnus on one screen.
Finally, they're together. That's nice. And we have 1000 people here already joining, and I'm sure that the people who will join, they will be very happy to see Carlsen, Arjun, Pragg, Ivanchuk, Hans, all these players. What a combination we have on the screen. So
Let's have AD on the screen. By the way, Amruta, Adhiban is taking part. Although SL Narayanan won the tournament, that is the India Chess Tour, he had to go to the Spanish League, and that's why he couldn't play. And I think somehow there was nothing like second place would get it, like Arvind, I believe. So they gave Adhiban the wild card. Now H4 is played by Arjun. He's going all out for the attack. Knight F6 by Magnus. He's like, if you push, I will take it with my knight.
yeah,
So
too early to give the pawn sacrifice.
so in a way, Amruta, why is this position risky for black? It is risky because black does not have any center control, and white has his pawns in the center, and this could become very risky.
Absolutely. सवाल भी यही पूछे, जवाब भी यही दे. You can just relax here. I'm so happy. You're right, but you have to tell more, elaborate more. There are few more reasons why it is risky, Sagar.
You tell.
You tell. Now you have to tell. You have to tell. नहीं
ये क्या?
बोलो. Find reasons, Sagar. Find reasons.
One of the main reason is that you can, this pawn is there, it's like a hook, you can open up position.
Sir, one of the main reason which at least you should know.
What?
There is no space in life. What happened?
I know, but you give me space, so I don't know.
Acha, okay, get it.
Okay.
I thought you will
Oh,
take
by
it.
the way, Arjun are guessing long castles. He's going all out for the attack.
I'm loving this opening. Like what Magnus played with black and gave an opportunity to have such an interesting opening on the board. मजा आने
But Magnus कहाँ है? Where is Magnus?
बार बार क्यों उठ रहा है ये? वो आगे इजी कुछ तो नीचे गिरा है और वो ढूंढ रहा है, लग रहा है. See?
वो खाना खा रहा है वो. He's eating food, and he's not eating it in the camera because many of the channels then clip it and they say Magnus eating noodles, Magnus eating this. So then he is now not giving content.
Oh, no. But look at him. It's just like he took bath right now.
वही बोल रहे हो, he took bath right now. तुमको कैसे पता?
अरे look at his hair.
अरे तो बाल में पानी डाल.
You did a stream with Tanya, right? She came late, and what did she say? She was washing her hair. तो उसका जो बाल तू इसका देखेगा तो तुमको समझ में आएगा. Checking Hans game. He's checking Hans game. Okay, guys. Let's focus here and
all the people who are asking for scores, guys, today I have come full prepared. Okay, ये देखो, all ready with scores and standings. अभी तक कुछ भी अपडेट नहीं हुआ है, so ये 0 पे है सब लोग. And this is here. Then also I have made some very nice thumbnail. By the way, I have not made, Abhyuday has made beautiful thumbnail here.
हाँ, सब हंस रहे हैं.
Oh,
क्या ही ढूंढा है? Except that guy. Why is he not smiling?
Ivan Saric.
हाँ. But nice.
And also, guys, ready for some questions. Okay, please be ready. Chat chess moves. We are going to ask you a lot of questions. So all set. Pro. Okay. Now long castle के बाद Magnus Carlsen is not playing his move.
Look at the time difference. That 3 minutes.
H5.
That's a good move. You are scared of G4. So
yeah.
But I like this move. It gives away the G5 square, but I still like this move.
But black may be very, now he may not even be able to castle, because the moment you castle, I will go G4 and maybe sack a pawn and open up the position.
Correct. But जल्दी किसको है castling की?
नहीं, अभी तो फिलहाल जल्दी नहीं है. So right now, this is the position. Can we quickly look at what Pragnananda is doing? Pragnananda has got his
Oh.
queen into the attack and the knight, and his bishop is looking here and the knight towards the center. By the way, this is a very well-known opening.
अच्छा.
This is a very well-known opening that Pragnananda is
अरे
playing.
तो दिखा ना फटक से
अरे,
हुआ कौन सा है
so
सर?
well-known opening, the knight a3 line. So the thing is here, like everyone these days is playing this move a5. ठीक है? But Ivanchuk is of generation cup, like olden generation. So knight a3 was in vogue many years ago, and that's why he's playing this, thinking that Pragg might not be well prepared. So take, and Pragg goes and pins this knight. So now there is a lot of pressure in the center.
Pragg has thought for 5 minutes by this time.
No.
already.
Achha, this
not
is
really.
this is
Okay,
the
got
current
it, got
time.
it.
And now he takes. So now if you take with the queen, there will be a pawn. This will be lost. So that's why he took with the pawn. And this was very popular at one point of time, this line.
Okay.
But nowadays, not many people are playing this with white. And so f4 played, and here Pragnananda immediately goes queen h4, fe, de, king h1 on the board. And oh, what? Pragnananda sacrifices a bishop.
Full bishop. Like,
नहीं, full नहीं अमृता, यहाँ पे knight is hanging.
हाँ, but bishop तो full ही है ना.
Full तो है. And oh my god.
Maharshi Ray says lots of energy today. Of course, today lots of energy तो होने ही वाला है. If you see the players
नहीं,
on the
actually
screen.
Pragnananda's decision was very suspect, I think, Amruta. Giving up this bishop. Of course, Ivanchuk did not take here because then rook takes b5 would be a very good position for black.
So what did he play?
But he played knight takes, and he tells Pragnananda, what's your idea?
The idea is you take, and this b8 rook is somehow going to come to that h2 point.
Possible. It will come from here. Let's see
Correct.
if that happens. But look at what's happened in Carlsen versus Arjun. After h5, Arjun is like, Carlsen, I'm attacking you in the center, attacking your knight. And you know, Amruta, there is something known as a knee-jerk reaction. Do you know this? In science. So, you know, if this is your knee, they hit a hammer on your knee and then your leg straightens.
अच्छा.
It's known as knee-jerk reaction. So in this position, the knee-jerk reaction for e5 is chat. What is the move that black plays? So, you know, the knee-jerk reaction generally is, let's move the knight. But where?
Amazing.
d5 is controlled by the knight. You
क्या ही analogy है सागर? क्या ही?
Arey, this is very normal, Amruta.
Okay.
b4. And now the point is, if you take the knight, I take the knight. You take the bishop. I take the queen with a check. So you don't have time to make a queen. So if the king was on b1, this would not have worked, guys. इतना छोटा चीज याद रखना हमेशा. b4, if the king is on b1, it may not work. But because the king is on c1, I'm sure Arjun has taken in his mind what to do. But I think maybe he has not, because he went knight b1, which is very passive. He should have gone knight e4 here. But he went.
But one second, if you say knight e4, then you are taking the b4 pawn and giving the e5 pawn, is it?
Yes. Also, Amruta, which way will you take is because you can't take with the knight. Your queen is hanging. You
Bishop
must take with the
takes.
bishop. And now knight f3, and you can see the position has opened up.
Development advantage is crazy for white.
Bishop c4, queen d5, attacking here.
So black to couldn't even take on e4.
So actually, Arjun,
so
I
94,
think
he should have seen it. Na?
He
So what was the reason he denied?
I have no idea. He plays knight b1, and I think a little bit of a factor could be that Arjun might be slightly intimidated by Magnus.
No, I think knight e4, knight d5. What will you play?
हाँ, but फिर भी knight b1 से तो better ही है ना,
नहीं,
because
but knight
anyone
d5,
is coming.
Knight
No,
d5 is.
He came anyway.
Got it.
So bishop g5, and now Magnus plays this very nice move, knight 7 b6, rook e1, and already Arjun in big trouble here, guys, because look at black's pieces. They are so beautifully placed, and look at white's pieces. all on their home ground.
No, but is black going to castle or is he going to keep the king in the center? Because no matter, okay, whatever the Indian says.
Amruta, knee jerk reflex. Sorry, knee jerk.
I wanted to ask this कि इसने कुछ तो गलत बताया है and I don't know scientifically and some cheating is going on.
No, I said knee jerk reaction or something. Knee jerk reflex. Sorry.
Reaction and reflex में बहुत फर्क पड़ता है ना. रिएक्शन में तो तुम मारोगे तो आ करके दैट इज द रिएक्शन. Anyway, but so what I was suggesting here, Sagar, though the Indian loves Magnus's position, of course the pieces are very beautifully placed, but until you figure out something for this king, there is good enough scope for white to create some play. Like, you know, if you castle, then let's say giving up this pawn and kind of making it crazy on the queen side. That's one option. If you don't castle, then I have to think of how to
he won't castle,
take
Amruta.
maybe and put pressure here.
No, the thing is that there is no pressure because this pawn on b4 stops c4. There is no passant here. And you can see that this bishop closes down the e file. So all in all, it seems like, yes, you are right, there could be something happening, but for now Arjun is under a lot of pressure. Look at him, he's going f4, he's trying to create some play, but it's not so easy. Black is going to go rook c8 and eventually c5. He goes first queen d7. Good move by Magnus.
In fact, Magnus can even long castle, right?
Yeah.
Or no, maybe that is too much. A6 and all is weak.
Possible. I mean, it could be. But look at this game of Adhiban. He's playing against Vincent Kaimar. Adhiban on your screen, Amruta, looking very handsome. Yes, with his mustache and all, like new look.
Oh, and his camera is also so good.
Yeah, he's improved his camera and everything. And he's also playing really well. He's right now equalish position.
No, he's
pawn down.
He's a pawn down, but what is the advantage? Development. Yeah, the king is still in the center.
Okay, let's look at Pragnananda versus Ivanchuk game. What happened here, Amruta? After knight takes bishop, pawn takes, Pragg went for your idea to activate the rook from this side.
Yeah,
and Ivanchuk here played bishop e3. Now this was perhaps not the best move. A better move was rook g1, taking the open file.
Tough one. Because you're threatening bishop at 6
Nothing.
right now.
Actually, you're threatening nothing.
Not even bishop
No, the main
rook
thing
G4?
is
Are you threatening
just
rook G4?
just improving this. And next move, Amruta, you are threatening bishop to g5. Also, bishop d1 attacking the knight.
Is bishop g5 trapping the queen? Yeah.
It's very possible. So, in all, this was something that he could have played, but he played bishop e3, which is the very human way to play. And now Pragnananda can take this pawn and be equal, you know, like has a good position. I think Pragg is a very practical player, and it's very tough to beat him in this format of rapid games, because as he has mentioned in the past, he's very good tactically.
Correct.
So practically B or tactically B?
Yeah, he takes the b2 pawn.
He took it.
Also, right now, I think Ivanchuk playing the first round with Pragnananda. Do you think for Ivanchuk to come into the groove will take a bit of time?
I think it's a tough opponent for
Yes,
him. First
exactly.
round is a tough one with Pragg.
Exactly.
What is the format? People are asking. Guys, the format is 16 players are playing. 15 rounds they will play. Top 8 players will go into the knockouts. 8 players will get eliminated. From the 8, there will be quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals.
And look at this. Magnus has long castle.
Oh my god.
Bishop d3 was played. a5 खेला first. उसको बचा
C5
दिया.
we could have done, but okay.
Queen e2. And now long castle.
Oh, Amruta, maybe Magnus is going to give Arjun some chances. And also, Amruta, I'm a bit worried that if f6 comes in, Arjun's bishop is going to get trapped here. But right now, this bishop is hanging. But imagine that if Magnus goes rook e8, like knight f3, now rook e8, and he wants to go f6, it's not so clear. And the most amazing thing I want to ask the chat. Chat, what is the most amazing thing about this position?
मुझे क्यों बताया फिर डायरेक्ट पूछ लो ना.
अरे Amruta, I have been commentating alone for so many days. Suddenly
I understand the difficulties.
All pieces intact. Maharishi Ray, you are amazing. Maharishi Ray, no pieces traded, no pawns traded, and it's move number 16.
Oh, wow.
ऐसे बहुत
Good
कम होता है.
observations. I got good observation.
हाँ, बहुत कम होता है ऐसे.
I only remember Dingliren's bishop, which did not move for many moves. For many moves. Hmm.
Okay, so knight to f3 has been played looking at, just controlling all the central squares, and Amruta, he went rook h8.
तो अभी f6 की थ्रेट है और अदर
पहले थोड़ा अच्छा ही तो करो.
Amazing, Sagar. Rook e8 is a very good suggestion. I think yesterday you were practicing, right? किसी का तो game देख रहे थे, तो you were guessing the moves.
हाँ, अर्जुन का ही. अर्जुन.
Yes, yes.
f6, but Amruta, bishop takes g6 could hang.
Correct. So maybe not an immediate threat, but right now people are asking why bishop b5 now. That's the
No,
question.
sorry, Amruta, he didn't play rook h8. He played king b8.
अभी जबाज के वापस कैसे ले लेंगे?
Okay, meanwhile,
But what about bishop b5?
Ivanchuk has gone rook g1 and he's got a new life. Why? Why has Ivanchuk got a new life?
Why?
Because rook g1. Oh, and Pragg has played queen h3, which according to the engines is a huge blunder.
But one second, let me and the chat also figure it out. Why?
g1 life. g1.
Correct, but why is it a blunder?
Acha, wo, हाँ. I thought you want to figure that out.
No.
So queen h3, Amruta, it's not
G5
so
आ गया.
simple, but the main thing is that like you have a great position as white with two bishops and center.
But just tell me, rook g5, is it a good move?
Rook g5.
Attacking your
Yeah, it's a good move. Then g6. But Amruta, what's the best move?
queen d3.
Bishop d3.
Bishop d3.
हाँ,
Oh,
पर
you want to go bishop f1?
actually I don't
Oh
even.
yeah, you want to go bishop f1, queen h4, bishop g5, queen trap.
Oh.
No, queen f2. क्या हो?
अरे नहीं, फिर ये मरेगा ना.
हाँ, but queen. नहीं, h2. Okay, it does work.
So knight f6, saving this. But then here.
क्या हुआ?
Rook c1. Attacking. Sorry, queen c1. Attacking here and here. So that's also a threat.
Okay.
Amruta, bishop d3 mein. It's
But
also a
it's a
threat.
tough move. Ivanchuk won't find it. I bet.
Oh, Amruta has given Ivanchuk is thinking, and Amruta has given a challenge to Ivanchuk, and Ivanchuk is like, challenge accepted. Amruta has given, and Amruta, this is Ivanchuk's favorite thinking style, thinking pose.
Correct. But he won't find it. This is too difficult.
Guys, do you believe in Ivanchuk or Amruta? Do you think Ivanchuk can find this move?
No, I believe in Pragnananda, because Pragnananda, if he would have seen bishop d3, he would not play queen h3, which means that it is a very difficult move.
I see even Pragnananda has not seen that move yet.
Correct. And if not bishop d3, then rook g5 I thought is very natural, but yeah, that's another story.
By the way, guys,
says रुक को जीवन मिला पर हमारी जान गई उसका क्या?
Hans Niemann is winning against Boris Gelfand. Oh my God.
हाँ, वहाँ पे कुछ भी हो सकता है ना?
कुछ भी हो रहा है.
Because
And meanwhile, Magnus Carlsen, after Arjun brought his knight out to d2, has gone with the queen inside, attacking the pawn here.
oh,
Really aggressive. And Arjun takes on
because what
d6.
else will you play? King b1 was also lost. Knight c3 check या कुछ भी ऐसे आएगा.
Exactly, Amruta. And
If you
then
take-
this and
No,
this.
queen a3 and bishop a2.
Oh.
Yeah, that's over. So you cannot go king b1. Oh, this is a deadly attack
Oh,
on
but
Arjun.
Amruta, once again, king b1, knight c3, bc3, queen a3, c4. Oh, knight a4.
Correct.
Mate here.
यहाँ या वहाँ से.
Abhi, I think he will take on d6 with the rook, and then this check, and then this bishop opening up. This seems like a, dragon variation. But gone completely right for black.
I can't believe the position which Magnus could get, after that opening. It's amazing. I mean,
Oh, he's taken
just
with the c pawn,
completely
which is
wow.
also fine. He's going to go rook c8.
Now
And
this is what? He finds it?
Ivanchuk OP, guys.
Oh
Ivanchuk
my
OP.
God.
Amruta, what will you do now? Push-ups.
No, I salute Ivan.
25
I
push-ups.
I
अब
salute.
सल्यूट से क्या होगा? सल्यूट क्या है? You है.
Amazing. What is his age? Tell me what is Ivanchuk's age?
इवांचुक से एज से क्या करना है?
तुम उसका एज तो बताओ गाइस इन द चैट. व्हाट इज इवांचुक्स एज?
उसके जितने एज है उतना पुशअप्स करोगी.
नहीं, पागल है, मतलब इनविजिबल हो जाओ. ठीक है. दूसरा तो लाइक he is not even playing actively like these online tournaments, if I'm not wrong.
अरे अमृता, this is what
brilliant.
legendary players are. The chess is running in their body.
Yes, I totally agree, and it's brilliant to see that he was able to find it on the board.
अभी
in
क्या,
around
अभी ऐसे फिर से थोड़ा बोलो.
53 years of
Say
age.
something like I went wrong, I underestimated Ivanchuk.
I completely underestimated. I completely. I'm not denying this because Rook G5 was so natural. So what he has done is amazing. Also, guys, please do not miss seeing Ivanchuk's interview by Sagar, which was in Tbilisi. Long.
There are
back, and
actually
it was
two
so
interviews.
beautiful.
One
so
is with
beautiful.
me, one is with Tanya. And that interview, like with Tanya, is all about chess, and he's so excited. I'm sure many of you have seen it. And what one I did was more about, like, you know, his life and all of that. By the way, Ivanchuk is going to go
Yes.
bishop f1 now.
Pragg,
Gelfand
this is very
resigned.
tough for Pragg, Sagar. How will he defend? Do you
Amruta,
think he can-
Gelfand resigned.
Gelfand resigned, so Hans has won the game.
Yes, Hans has won. Boris Gelfand starts off. So the Generation Cup में पहला game, the young generation has won. But here is Ivanchuk holding up for the older generation.
And
He's
Magnus,
like,
do you put it in old generation?
oh yes,
or
of course, against Arjun, he's older generation.
Ah, okay.
Because Arjun is 18, Magnus is 31. But Magnus is crushing it. Right now, the old generation in form. Queen takes a2, taken here. I think Arjun might... Oh, look at what Arjun has played. He's played bishop g6 and he took here. I didn't get it.
But there is... what is
If
the
you take
threat?
here, he takes here. That was his plan.
That is fine.
But
after
he's just taken an inconsequential pawn while black has taken a very important pawn. So Arjun in trouble for sure.
Knight a4 is a threat now.
Meanwhile, Adhiban staying very solid. A good start for him is a must because Adhiban, plays a lot on emotions, and if he's able to be in good frame of mind, it would be good for him. Bishop f1, queen h4, now rook g4 coming up.
Yeah, so queen is not getting trapped.
भाई कितनी टूर्नामेंट चल रहे हैं. मंगू कालीचरण कह रहा है फॉलो करना मुश्किल हो गया है. बाय द वे, हाउ यू गाइस डूइंग? अच्छा, नाइस, थैंक यू फॉर द सुपर चैट.
Yeah. Queen h4.
Oh, let's shall we remove Hans from the...
Yeah.
Oh no, but he's looking good. Let's keep him. Queen h4. You know, Amruta, Hans will come like with full energy here, and he will face Arjun, he will face Pragg, he will face Magnus. अरे क्या ही मजा आने वाला है.
कब खेलने वाले हो? Which round are you going to play?
I don't know.
Okay, Blaze also asks the same question which I have in my mind. Bishop g5 को please explain in Pragnanda's game, Sagar. Can you please do that? It's the most natural move. The queen is attacked. Only move you have is queen takes... Oh, no. e4 भी मर रहा है ना. Queen f2 is a blunder.
So,
hey, let's not give up. Queen e4 को bishop g2 को what are you doing?
जीता हूँ मैं.
Boom! Yaar, ask us to guess no such moves. वो चैट मूव्स उधर है, वो क्यों है?
दोस्तों, चैट मूव्स का इस्तेमाल करेंगे आज. थोड़ा एक्साइटमेंट ज्यादा है. So if you take here, take check, and then take here and discovered check. You know, Amruta, when I say discovered, Nightbot often says किसी disco में जाए. It says on its own. And I'm like, fully shocked. How does Nightbot know that I said disco?
Oh God.
Okay, knight has come to a4 and I think Arjun most likely will resign this game. Magnus there eating his food.
And Ivanchuk is thinking to find maybe another amazing move.
Oh, let's go to Ivan. So I think guys, Ivanchuk has played queen to f3 which has let Pragnananda come back. The right move here was rook g4, attacking the queen, and once the queen goes back, then to go back with your rook attacking the knight, and once the knight goes back to pin it like this. And you see queen e4 is now not a check because rook is on g2. So such was the depth of that variation, and that's why Ivanchuk could not find it. He plays queen to f3 which is a very logical move defending his e4 pawn. But now Pragnananda can move in with his knight attacking the a1 rook and the e3 bishop.
But still bishop g5 I would really worry about.
Abhi.
Knight
Like,
c2, bishop g5.
Knight c2, bishop to g5, and then maybe I have this intermediate move.
अरे नाइट बॉट तो क्या क्या बोल रहा है? मेरे है दर्द, हाँ दिल में मेरे है दर्द डिस्को. Nice.
Someone special 447, thank you for becoming backer of Indian chess.
क्या बात है? Someone special. Awesome.
But Amruta, Ivanchuk might not be able to handle his time so well, but look at him, he's so focused. He's so focused there.
Can you read the names of the books he's having?
No, I can't read.
He's calculating. You know, he's actually saying the moves like while calculating.
Acha.
Here, when you are at home, maybe you have this extra feature, right? Like on the board, you cannot be talking because the opponent will hear.
But Amruta, now knight f6. Now e4 is hanging again. e5 played by Ivanchuk, best move. And if you play knight d5, which is
Queen
the most
D5.
logical.
Sorry, blunder.
Knight is defending.
Bishop g5 now, queen d4.
Bishop c4. And all of a sudden, your knight is under pressure.
c6.
Let's say you play c6. Now in comes, boom. King takes. Check. King h8. Only move. Queen g2. Forced mate. There's no way to stop it.
क्या सब कुछ बता रहे हो? You have to ask questions.
हाँ, नेक्स्ट गेम से बोला ना मैंने, आज का फर्स्ट राउंड इज माइन.
ओके, ठीक है, ले लो, जी लो अपनी जिंदगी.
Guys, Arjun is losing. Adhiban equal. Anish Giri is equal, or maybe slightly better now. He's maybe pushing in this position because if king g7, queen, how is he pushing actually? King here, king h6, queen takes c6. Maybe equal. Oh, and Pragg goes knight e4. Bhai. Pragnananda is going all in, and Ivanchuk has to find the only move, which is bishop e2. Will he find it?
No.
Not this time. Is hanging.
Not this time.
He might go rook g2, but rook g2
Wait,
there is.
how does it give a chance?
g6, yes.
Oh, that's...
But bishop e2, what is the point? Like, if Pragnananda goes g6 now, then there is rook g4 attacking here and here. Okay, got it. So bishop e2 is just defending e2.
And I'm threatening rook g4, winning the piece. And then where do you move your knight?
He will play.
But bishop e2, knight c3 ko, what's your plan, Sagar? Rook g7 still?
Yeah, you can take, check.
Oh man,
And this,
it's tough. It's tough.
Oh no, not queen g2, queen e4 is there. Oh my god.
Bishop f3?
Then you can play queen g6 na, sab bach gaya. So actually you have to play bishop g5 with that. Oh my god.
So in this...
Magnus left. Because Magnus won against Arjun. Oh my god. No, I'm going to do something here, Amruta, by which I'm going to just, while Magnus won, just going to put Pragg and Ivanchuk on the screen because
Yes.
their game is insanely complicated right now.
Aurav Rawat says Ivanchuk Chacha OP. Kush says he defeated a rare option yesterday in the global championship.
Who? Ivanchuk?
Yeah, so he's in a great form.
Oh my god. भाई इवांचुक का कोई भरोसा ही नहीं, वो किसी को भी हरा सकते हैं.
Correct.
Okay, सब लोग हैं इधर. Bishop E, but Amruta is just 1 minute 41 seconds left
And
for him
Bishop
on the
E2,
clock.
guys, do you think he's going to find Bishop E2?
He has put his hand on the mouse. He's going to play it.
Generally बोलते हैं अभी वो move करने वाला है. It's like he has put
Exactly.
hand on his mouse. Rakshit is saying, imagine if Chucky wins the
Oh, he
tournament.
plays
That's
it.
too much.
He plays
Oh.
it. He plays it. Look at
Once
Pragnananda. He's
Once
completely
again.
shocked.
No, man, this is tremendous play by Ivanchuk. Like, it will just stop somebody on the track.
You know, Amruta, earlier it used to be like Pragnananda has beaten Ivanchuk. And now we have reached a stage where if Ivanchuk beats Pragnananda, it's an upset.
Absolutely, well pointed. Well pointed.
काफी खतरनाक है सौरभ कह रहे इवांचुक. भाई इवांचुक was such a genius that they said that Gary Kasparov used to feel a bit intimidated by him, you know, like under pressure when facing him.
No, this is.
And now
Crazy.
Pragnananda is thinking how to save his knight because, you know, I think he will go
Do
knight
you think
c3.
Pragnanda will be still able to? कुछ तो
कुछ तो
झोल
trick
करके
कुछ तो trick
it's not,
ढूंढेगा.
it's not easy,
No,
yeah,
but
because
Pragg-
the moves which
Oh,
Ivanchuk
look
has
at
found again and again.
he stops rook g4. So
But then he
Pragnananda,
invites Bishop G, not Bishop G.
no.
Queen H4. Okay, what is the best move? Can Rook G7 be played here at this point of time?
Not yet, I believe, because if you take, now you have even created this square, no, for your king. So
okay.
rook g1.
So the immediate threat of Rook G7 is actually defended. That's the good news.
And actually, Amruta,
Bishop
here
g5 is also
you have to
not
find the only move for black. I'll
For
ask the
black.
chat. Guys, what is the
Finally
only move here? हाँ मुझे याद आया finally. What is the only move here for black to save the game?
And Neil says, I learn a lot about chess from his channel. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Neil.
Too many suggestions coming. Sagar, फटाफट.
The move is knight g3. बढ़िया चाल, guys. दोस्तों, fantastic. Knight g3 blocking the g file is the only move. But Ivanchuk doesn't play that. He plays rook g2. Nice. It's a good move, by the way.
Very solid because the threat is Rook G1 immediate threat.
Knight d5. He's looking here.
Mainly the
And now bishop h6. Ivanchuk has to find this.
mainly I think black's knight on b4 was full time out, right? In some way.
But you know, Amruta, the position is still complicated enough for something to go wrong.
You think so? Because of 30 seconds each almost. That's also
Yeah,
one
30
point.
seconds each. Also, you know, the knights in the board, the rook on the 7th, anything.
No, but just the moves which Ivanchuk has found, it seems
अरे
very
but
difficult
Ivanchuk
now.
has 19, 18. अरे वो कैसे बैठे हैं देखो. Ivanchuk, you have to look at your time. अरे 10 seconds.
His hand is on the mouse, Baba.
10 seconds.
But why are you worrying?
No, but
flag down हुआ तो
अरे
अच्छा है
इतना
ना?
relax 10 seconds में.
तो सीखो ना. He must be doing a lot of meditation and pranayama and yoga.
Adhiban drew against Vincent, so that's a good result for Adhiban. Good start actually to this tournament. But I can't believe the calmness with which you the 2 seconds.
No, this is not like I think some glitch. He plays G.
With 3 seconds.
Yes,
With 3 seconds.
Actually, he did come on almost 0 in a way.
And now Ivanchuk plays bishop h6, attacking here. Pragg is back in the game. Rook e8, maybe not. Let's see. But if he plays rook e8, what's the idea?
Or rook b8 with the idea of rook b1 in the future.
Oh my god, is he going to sack something here? He played rook b8.
Now rook g6 is
Oh, e6.
very strong.
पूरा structure हिला दिया है
You
यार.
have to play rook e8. Was it forced?
Maybe it was better, yeah, to play that.
This is so gone.
Yeah, this is just completely bishop e3. Very.
What
And
was right
Ivanchuk.
move? He didn't take the pawn on g6.
No, because
Knight
this
f2
was
आ रहा था.
hanging. And he's playing so fast. No, now Amruta.
But rook g8. 1 second. I'll still not say it's over. Though it is over, but
Yeah.
not until it is
Yeah,
over.
but there's this check also from this side.
Bishops are completely going to be harassing the king. Such an open position.
G5. G5. Okay. Pragg is so tricky, man. He's just finding some or the other move. I don't know. But with Ivanchuk having 20 seconds, anything can happen. Amruta here. Rook takes G5. Mistake. Pragg is back.
Because knight g5. That actually
He had to
doesn't
take
mean
with the
anything
bishop.
what?
He had to take with the bishop there. Like this. But he took with the rook. And
So
now,
knight g5,
knight
bishop
g5,
c4,
bishop
check.
c4, knight e6. I think Ivanchuk has missed knight e6. Pragg will of course play knight e6.
And
Because
how
Amruta,
did he react? Look, he was not happy. He just did like this. He missed knight
oh,
g6.
and once Ivanchuk is
He
a little
missed-
bit shattered. Oh, d5 blunder, king takes c4. King takes c4. Pragg is back in the
is
game.
relaxed.
Look at this. Ivanchuk is so upset. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's definitely heartbreaking for him after playing such amazing.
Yeah, he played really well. He played really well.
And to almost beat Pragnananda, and then in 2 moves the game flips.
Rook g8 now.
Oh, look at him. He's so sad. He's so sad.
And Pragg is like, whoo, oh my god. Jaan mein jaan aa gayi. Oh, Ivanchuk is so upset. He was there. He was there. He had the game in his hand.
No, as a chess player, I can definitely say it is heartbreaking for him. And you can feel it. Like, you know that after finding these best moves, you want a game to end as like a masterpiece for your life. But these 2 moves changed the whole thing.
Yeah, and Pragg Amruta always so tricky, and I don't think it's a coincidence that every time when he has a lost position, he's able
Not
to
at
come
all.
back.
Not at all.
I
It's
think it just changed at
just
this moment.
keeping tactics, finding tactics till the end. Because chess is, guys, 99% tactics.
Right. And if he had played this and played this, a simple move, bishop se pawn marna tha or rook se, now with this coming, game is over. It's such a big attack.
He just didn't have to give any elaborate sacrifice, right?
Yeah,
so
he
bishop
took
g5,
your-
was there anything else with black that because of which he would have rejected by
I
any
don't
chance?
see any particular move. Maybe queen g5.
But rook g5,
If just rook takes g5, there's
knight
nothing.
g5, rook g5, rook b1 check, king g2.
No, I mean,
No, nothing, come on. So this
take,
is just
take,
there.
and then this is just winning with bishop coming here and all of this.
You know, sometimes you feel like rook g5 and what a beauty the game is going to finish with. And then you realize, oh shit, I just missed it. Why did I not play something simple?
Yeah.
I think that has happened with each one of us. So chess is unforgiving, obviously, as Ruin says in the chat.
So,
Oof, man. And we had a very interesting super chat by Akshay Nathu. He says, what is a loan shark called in Ukraine? And the answer is Vasuli Ivanchuk. Good one. Akshay Nathu is back with his jokes, creativity. And
by
we have
the way,
another super
Amruta,
chat
here,
by...
as I said, once Ivanchuk makes one mistake,
Yeah.
he makes the next one.
Correct.
So there was
You were just saying that now it's gonna go
because
down.
he's very
in a way.
emotional,
Correct,
very
correct.
emotional. So here there was still chances to hold this somehow with perpetual like this and so on. But he played this move d5 and he just forgot about this bishop.
And that too with 10-15 seconds is very difficult. But do you mean that if chess players are emotional, it's difficult and that's why they need to be practical?
I don't know about overall life but on the board definitely you shouldn't be so emotional. Like
But
Ivan,
generally, your personality reflects on the board. So if you are emotional in life, you are going to show those emotions on the board.
not necessary.
In
Some
some way,
people are
yeah.
very emotional in life, but not on the chessboard. Like for example, Arjun Erigesi. Like Arjun, today I interviewed his parents, and it was a very nice interview which will come out tomorrow with his father mainly, and his mother spoke for a couple of minutes. And his father said he's a very emotional boy, very very emotional. But do you see it on the board? Not at all.
Yeah, today I'll observe. Today I'll observe more. Let's see it. Wow, so tomorrow we have an interview with Arjun's mom and dad. It's going to be amazing. Another thing to add in all the parents' interview for all the other parents to learn. By the way, we have one more super chat. Madhu Jhenda, he says, I'm very healthy off the board, but this chess bar proportional to my heartbeat. Shouldn't have learned the chess. Thank God didn't have mobiles and internet while Anand playing World Championship games. हाँ फिर तो वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप में तो गाइस जस्ट इमेजिन क्या हाल हुआ रहता था Yeah, people had like
Many people were feeling sorry.
Very sorry for Ivanchuk for the chess. I mean, you
No,
will be sorry
they
for
love
the-
Ivanchuk. It's
Yes.
not chess. Basically, Amruta, Ivanchuk is someone who has been sort of online. People may have not even seen him playing, but there's such a big fan following of him online through his interviews, his games, that not just even watching him live, but his games that he played, beating top players in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
I
By
think
the way, we have a member, promoter of Indian chess, member for 5 months, Ajay VB. Kudos to Pragg. He kept the game going just to pressurize Ivanchuk on critical tactics and on clock. Sorry for Ivanchuk.
yeah. No, I mean true.
Sachin says, Sagar Amruta, have you ever met? One second, did I just use that?
I am Justin Sarkar.
I am Justin Sarkar. I met him at Marshall's Chess Club yesterday, analyzed a game, talked about his recent game with Pragg.
Yes, we have met
Oh.
him. In fact, we have met him
Nice.
many times. He has also come to India,
Yeah.
to
Delhi.
Kolkata.
Kolkata.
Yeah, Delhi also. And so he knows us very well.
Oh, we have Parth Thakkar, who is the member for 14 months and he's the backer of Indian chess. He says Arjun will only come back stronger. Arjun OP.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. And also, let's have a look at the standings now, Amruta.
Yes.
To see who's leading the tournament. We have Magnus on the top with 3 points, Pragnananda with 3, David Navara with 3, Hans Niemann on 3. So we have like Magnus, Pragg, Hans on 3, also David. Then we have draws by Anish, Levon, Lekwang Liam Duda, Vincent Kaimar, Anish Giri, Radoslav Wojtaszek, Ivan Saric, Adhiban. And losses for Arjun, Ivanchuk, Gelfand, and Christopher Yu. So it's not going to be an easy event for
Yeah.
Gelfand and Ivanchuk. But
One
let's see.
interesting match would be Gelfand versus Ivanchuk.
For sure. And let's go on. And by the way, before we move ahead, let me just guys, today we are going to show you some interesting ads that we have made, so please do watch it and check it out. So
Chessbase 16 is a powerful software where you can save your games and analyze them. You can also create databases and manage them. It's a powerful tool for any serious chess player and is used by all the top grandmasters in the world of chess, be it Carlsen, Anand, or any other tournament player. The best database that works along with Chessbase 16 is Mega Database 2022. The database opens inside of Chessbase and has over 9.2 million games with over 100,000 of them being analyzed analyzed and annotated by top grandmasters across the world. The biggest advantage of this database is that you can search any position and get to know who has played it before with the reference feature. You can also prepare professionally against your next opponent, which will help you to gain precious rating points in your next round. Get the Chessbase 16 and Mega database now. Link is in the description.
Guys, welcome back. And today we are going to have like one such 1 minute thing that I'll put up at the end of each round. So please do watch it, stay back. And also, this is the first link in the description. If you want to have Chessbase 16 and Mega database, it will help you to improve your games. One thing I want to tell you guys is that whatever we recommend here is used by top players in the world, so you can check it out. Okay, and good players. Let's go back. Amruta, why are you so sad? Why are you so sad?
No, I'm just relaxed. तुम इवांचुक को देखा when he was sitting like this relaxed, you're like, oh, he meditates and he's so calm and everything. Now when I am sitting like this, it's like, why am I stressed? Yeah.
No, matlab, people are saying please reduce music volume in ad. Acha Manas, thank you.
Thank you for the feedback.
People are saying remove ad. अरे दोस्तों, remove ad क्या है?
Sayud Paul says, in this tournament, if Magnus beats Pragg, that would be a headline and not the other way around.
I think both things would become interesting when they will play each other. Actually, today Magnus is not just playing Arjun, he's also playing Adhiban.
Acha, today.
And he's also playing Anish. Next round is Anish versus Magnus.
Oh, maza aayega. Too good. Some tweet coming then.
So, no, they are not tweeting and all anymore. Chess world has become very serious now, Amruta.
Huh?
Okay, just to show you guys that now Magnus will play Anish. Okay, Pragg will play Duda. Maza aayega. Adhiban will play Arjun. Oh, Adhiban versus Arjun.
अच्छा अभी second round. Lot of interesting games. क्या बात है?
थोड़ा लेट हो गया ना अमृता? खुशी?
खुशी नहीं. This was like a little stunned, I would say. Oh, Sahil Patra in the chat. Hello, Sahil.
Hi, Sahil. Rahul Gosal, thank you so much for being the member for 18 months. Backer of Indian Chess says Sagar Amruta CBI OP chess is love. Thank you.
Nicholas Jain says, I don't think he's that Nicholas though. Hey Sagar, if Kasparov is Magnus of current era, who would Ivanchuk be?
Oh, nice question. I don't know. Maybe it has to be like Richard Rapport is one person who comes to mind. And yeah, maybe
Aronian bol rahe log.
Aronian, yeah, possibly Aronian. Dubov. Yes, but Dubov somehow Ivanchuk, reached like really to the top. I think he was also world number 1 at some point.
Depo.
For some period.
Question बहुत ही complicated था. कौन सा era? हर्षित राजा, क्या बात है? Ivanchuk would still be Ivanchuk.
ओह, अरे हर्षित जी कैसे हो?
किधर हो?
क्या ही मजा आया हर्षित का मैसेज देख. Guys, next round will start in 6 minutes from now.
अरे हर्षित, you did those push-ups, man, and you work out every time.
Amruta,
he made me
Amruta.
In my bullet when I lost, he made me do push-ups, which was not at all fair.
Guys.
At least give me some tasks like I have to cut your hair or something.
अरे Amruta. There is one small news for all of you guys. I'm going to put a link in the chat, ठीक है? And I'm going to pin it. This is Harshit's channel. He has just created this channel. प्लीज गो एंड सब्सक्राइब टू दिस चैनल दोस्तों.
मतलब जस्ट अभी
जस्ट नहीं, एक दो हफ्ता हुआ है. आई डोंट नो अभी उधर कितने लोग हैं. राइट नाउ 69 सब्सक्राइब. 69 जी है. 69 सब्सक्राइबर दोस्तों. लेट्स मेक इट एटलीस्ट 200 सब्सक्राइबर्स. पर एक्चुअली वी कैन ऑल्सो मेक इट 500.
गुकेश गेम कहाँ देखे भाई?
गुकेश का गेम देख सकते हैं ना, क्यों नहीं दोस्तों.
अच्छा लीचेस पे है क्या?
अरे सब कुछ होता है अमृता लाइफ में.
तो तुम सोए क्यों?
मैं सोया नहीं हूँ. देखते हैं.
स्पेनिश लीग ऑनर डिवीजन बोल रहे हैं सब लोग.
हाँ हाँ कर रहे हैं दोस्तों, कर रहे हैं.
In between, guys, there were a lot of messages, but it was difficult to, check them. So
Guys,
बीच
please,
में डालना है. Please do write. I read it. बहुत मजा आता है.
हाँ वो तो पढ़ेंगे. बट अभी जाके हर्षित का चैनल प्लीज सब्सक्राइब कीजिए so that he starts streaming, he starts doing stuff in chess. At least let's make it 1000 subscribers, no? And he has given us such a great time with different commentary he's done at the Olympiad. Everywhere
and everything. Yes.
So guys, this is Gukesh.
And Arjun is also saying Guki winning.
Guki किधर है?
Guki winning बोल रहा है.
नहीं बट गुकेश का गेम एक सेकंड. This is Nihal playing, by the way. Nihal is playing against Alexienko. Slightly better. Oh my god. Guys, Nihal Sarin को slightly better मिल जाता है, वो छोड़ता नहीं है. And Gukesh is playing against Gawain Jones. Oh my god. And he is completely better. Right now the bishop is attacking the queen. The knight is looking at this square. The bishop is looking at this square. But why is it such a big advantage, Amruta?
Raja. Not Harshit. ये वाला.
You know what is the best move here? Can you believe it? The best move. Okay, there are many good moves. But the most amazing move, dosto, in the chat, can anyone tell us what is the most amazing move here? And this time, you all have very little time left. Come on, guess it.
काफी easy है. I think so. Hello Harshit, what's up? Harshit, if you're free, you can also join us. It will be fun.
एक मिनट.
कुछ गड़बड़ की? कुछ गड़बड़ की?
नहीं अभी तक नहीं की है, बट हो सकती है.
गड़बड़ के बादशाह है ये.
रुक E8 सबको खेलना है. बट दोस्तों, द राइट मूव हियर and the most amazing move that was Queen C3. Bashik, Gopal, Kavan, Rajat, Furni, Giratna, Vivek Madi, Arun Kumar, Dipesh and Yash Bharadia. Very good guys. The move here, Amruta, is ये वाला, and Queen to C3.
Oh my god. Okay, first you tell about the move.
If you take, I take and it's gone.
एक minute, I thought Queen G7 and then you just leave the calculation, right? After Queen G7.
Queen G7?
No, Queen C3, Bishop C3, Bishop C3, Queen G7. But you're a piece, no.
भी यहाँ पर ये चाल देखिए, चेक. अब रुक से मारोगे तो चेकमेट. ठीक है. रुके फेट.
King G8.
King G8 only move. Check.
King H8.
रिपीट करूंगा.
ड्रॉ.
नहीं चेक. किंग यहां. बूम. रुक अप.
मतलब Queen C3 was
important. Oh, he played it.
What a moment we are at right now. Brilliant
Gukesh.
that we didn't miss it.
Gookie.
And as Sai Prakash says, I'm watching his stream. Pragg and Ivanchuk endgame at the bus stop. I'm waiting for the bus. I lost my bus.
Ivanchuk lost the game, you lost your bus. Great people
Wow.
have lost something.
Oh, this is brilliant. Gukesh finds it on the board. Doesn't leave a chance. नाइस क्या ही मजा आता रहेगा ना उसको अब भी लाइक बोर्ड पे जब
मजा।
क्वीन C3 इज मेकिंग दैट मूव
मजा।
लाइक ऐसे दिल खुश हो रहा है उसका
क्या ही move
So
किया है क्या ही move. Now knight f7 check coming in here with the bishop looking here juicy. And by the way, the game has started दोस्तों, so we will keep this game on the background
yes
for now because Magnus Carlsen is taking on the one and only Anish Giri. What a round we are having, Amruta.
a round of applause that's the round we are having so.
Yes, Amruta. Very
Nice.
nice.
I thought it was a good joke.
Very nice joke. Very nice. Okay. Anish. Magnus. And
RIP years. Yes, definitely RIP years when everything is
and
thrilling
Arjun is
around.
playing Amruta who? Adhiban.
रथिन शर्मा से सागर भाई टाइटल चेंज कर दो अनिश वर्सेस कार्लसन क्या करना है टाइटल चेंज
ये मैग्नस ने देखना उसका वीडियो बंद कर दिया.
नॉट फेयर मैग्नस कम ऑन यू कैन डू दैट टू अस
कुछ तो हो रहा है उधर.
आज कितने मैच होंगे
4
4 ही या 5 यूजुअली देयर वर 5 ना
4.
हाँ नहीं आया कैमरा नॉट येट
नहीं हो रहा है.
ठीक है लास्ट फाइनल पोजीशन इज रुकी 7 देयर बट वी विल नाउ मूव टू
अच्छा यहाँ पे on the board of Gukesh after queen c3 the move was rook e1 h6 queen takes g7 and
Queen B. Oh, beautiful. Thank God we didn't miss it. Guys, if you take here, there is a one move mate, rook h7. बस 1 2 3
what a move यार
Brilliant.
क्या ही खेला है गुकेश.
And if you cannot take here because that's the problem.
what a game Amruta.
What a finish. This is like
this
Finite.
is why we play chess.
Masterpiece.
This is why we play chess.
yeah. Lovely. This is known as happiness.
Bhagyashri Kaduskar, member for 13 months is what a moment.
Exactly, Bhagyashri. What a
मजा आ गया. मतलब दिल खुश हो गया. क्वीन सैक और फिर बिशप सैक और फिर सब कुछ. न्योछावर. वाह. Gukesh OP guys. Gukesh with this win Amruta might surpass Arjun as the new 20 India number 2.
Is it? Oh, it's a classical game, right?
हाँ.
मैं तो mix कर दिया online and this.
हाँ.
Oh, of course, that is a possibility. I don't know that, but
No, look.
but maybe right now we should watch Anish and Magnus'
हाँ,
game.
but yeah, I will watch. Gukesh was 2726.9 and Arjun 2731.6. So 5 पॉइंट मिलेंगे गुकेश को अगर तो ही माइट इक्वल. ओ माय गॉड अमेजिंग. ठीक है. एनीवे इट्स ऑल लाइक वो दोनों एक दूसरे के साथ ऊपर नीचे दे विल कीप गोइंग अपवर्ड्स. दैट इज फाइन बट व्हाट अ ग्रेट मोमेंट. मीनवाइल लेट्स गो टू द गेम नाउ. ठीक है अमृता. लेट्स गो टू द गेम. Should we first
We
start
are
with...
at the game, and
Yeah.
Magnus is also there on the board.
Yes.
Cool.
So e4 by Anish, d6, d4 knight. Magnus got both games black. Bishop e2, knight f6, knight c3, castles. Knight c6, d5 by Anish, knight b8, bishop e3. So this is the position. Anish has got a nice position out of the opening.
So basically, Magnus is going to play modern and Perk structures in this, at least today, as far as I can see.
At least 2 games he has played that. Let's now go to the game of Arjun versus Adhiban. So Adhiban goes c4.
Knight f6, g3. हो गया अचानक से.
अरे अमृता ऐसे मतलब
तो
थोड़ा
तुम थोड़ा रिलैक्स करो ना, मूव्स इधर मैं कर रही हूँ. You just guide. I think anyway I was not expecting him to be up in this game, but the players have given him all the energy, so he is there right
Oh,
now.
Adhiban, Arjun playing Kings Indian against Adhiban. Wow.
D5. Still in the opening, Sagar?
Yeah. Now it's like Pian Shadow Grunfeld. And here, the main line used to be E3. And then, like main line. So everyone used to play D5, but then they used to play this. Then the new trend started, like both sides started playing like, moves where they are not, black is not going E5,
Acha.
white is not going D5, they are all waiting.
Oh, okay.
And then there was this one idea, I think somewhere with A4 and Rook A5, that
Wow.
way. So this was all, but D5 is the most direct way.
Got it.
But it was thought that it equalizes. Let's see what happens.
Knight a5, e4. Arjun took a break, c6. Bishop f4. Bishop c3. So
What?
the d5 pawn, actually d5 pawn is losing, white is losing.
But
for the
But it's a
dark
big
squared,
risk, yeah. And
yeah,
to do
dark
this against Adhiban is very risky.
queen d5. Knight d4. Because if you take queen d5, it doesn't mean anything, no? You have lost the pawn.
No, for sure. You should not exchange the queen.
So knight d4, he's trying to get the
No,
double
bishop
bishop
is attacked.
advantage.
Bishop is attacking the queen.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He has the double bishop advantage right now. So white, in return for the pawn, what all does he have? One is double bishop. One is development advantage.
And dark squares.
squares.
Main is
And
dark
this is also,
squares.
and also the placement of the knights right now is on the edge of the board, which is not desirable.
But look at Arjun's time. That is something.
Yeah, he's very prepared for this.
So can we quickly check on our chess base and mega
Yes, please.
database?
I think because this is a very interesting opening, and why would Arjun give away that dark square bishop is an important question. What has he prepared? Has he played this before or not?
No,
Jay
so-
Pandit is a member for 20 months. He booster of Indian chess. He says you may have talked about this already, but why is Adhiban playing and not SL Narayanan? So SL Narayanan has to play Spanish league, and that is the reason Adhiban, who was number 2 there.
No, he was not number 2.
Then?
They gave him a wild card.
Oh, it was a wild card. Okay, so that way Adhiban is playing. And there is another super chat by Gaurav. He says, "Hi Sagar bhai, in recent time there were a lot of videos in chess community covering Han's issue. I was waiting for your view on all of this on ChessBase India."
Yes. And I felt like I was not having enough knowledge about it. So we wrote an article about it on ChessBase India, but we did not publish anything because I didn't want to speculate. And okay, I could have put forth the facts, but you guys already knew the facts from everywhere. So I did try to reach the players and try to understand, but I couldn't get anything.
Many times in such things, many times we never have enough information. So better to not.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's not like better to not. We can do it, but the only thing was that I was, yeah.
No, sometimes if there is something to the story and
Okay. Anyway, Amruta, here
yeah, that's not
instead of
important right now.
CD5, which is the main move, he played Bishop C3, which is played in totally, if you look at it, 18 games, and the players who have played it are Cheparino, Shevchenko. So I think Shevchenko has won 3 games with black here, as you can see, and this is where Arjun's prep could come from.
But one interesting thing I just want to point out, just go to the yellow black Sagar. Yellow black. And you will find in 2017, Lange, who is 1755, had played it. So, please say what I want to say because you are looking like that at me. So, now you only tell what I wanted to say.
What do you wanted to say? There's nothing to say.
There is something to say.
It was not the first time it was played.
Then,
By the way, there are many more games played.
by lower raters, that's what I want to tell all of you who might be 1500, 1600. You might play the move which later in future will be played by Super Grandmaster. So believe in yourself. That was the message.
तो अच्छे से बताना था ना, अच्छा मैसेज
But you were looking at me, so I got scared.
स्कैर्ड क्या है ये? भाई Okay, let's go to Pragg versus Duda. Duda is one player who beats everyone, yeah, like all Indian players. If there's one player who has beaten maximum number of Indian players, I think it's Duda.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Like it just seems like he's beating everyone
That
all the time.
sometimes it does. Ketan Dubey says Sagar is like Po in Kung Fu Panda and might become Chess Dragon Warrior from nowhere. He has similar Entupo chess as Po has it for Kung Fu. My only reason to read this was Sagar really loves this movie Kung Fu Panda and he keeps watching it beach mein. So nice.
So Amruta, Pragg went and captured this bishop, doubled the pawns, c3, knight c6, knight f3, and when he went knight e4, Pragg suddenly decided to play g3.
A5.
a5, actually he could have played e5 here. Very interesting.
Oh, giving the pawn.
Because if you
How does it
take,
work?
now there is a very cool move that black has. Let's ask the chat.
Thank God. I didn't see it.
Yes, I love Kung Fu Panda and I love Po, and actually I love his character and the way he is in about Kung Fu is the same enthusiasm I had about chess.
Why I had?
Like when I was young.
I mean, you still have, right?
Yeah, I still
By-
have.
By the way.
No, not G5, guys. G5.
Oh, no?
Because
Not
if,
G5?
if you play G5, then there is queen takes D5.
Ooh, I missed it. I saw G5
But
only.
the right move here is actually queen B6, and this
How many
has
people
been
found?
by many
Anil Thakur, Jagmohan Mandre, Joshua Epen, Kundan, Akash Jain, Beloglavi, Sap, Manas Inamdar, Ayush Shah, and
oh,
last name to gaya na?
Sahil Garg.
Sahil Garg. Great. Well done, guys.
So queen B6 attacks here, and let's say you decide to play E3, then queen takes B2, attacking this way. And if you play bishop E3, then I'll still play queen takes B2. So that's a good idea. And
Very nice idea. Yeah, this was actually E5 and Queen B6.
but he didn't play it. He went A5, bishop G2, A4, knight D2. He took B5, E4, bishop B7, and
Oh,
I
no,
think
are you not losing the pawn? ED5?
he will go
ED5,
knight
knight
E7.
E7.
ED5, he will go back and he will pin the pawn this way, so the pawn cannot take, the bishop would hang.
Check. Nothing interesting.
So here there is a very powerful move which is queen G4 attacking here. Let's see if Pragnananda plays it and he'll get a good position. Okay, very quickly let's go to Amruta, the game
Magnus.
between
Anish and Magnus.
Anish. First let's stop to the game of Arjun and Adhiban, and then there. So we look till Rook D8, then Queen C1, Knight to C4, Rook B1 was played, A6 here. This is not a good move by Arjun, but Adhiban has to find the only move to take advantage, which is Knight B3. And if he finds knight b3, Amruta, there is a lot of trouble brewing because bishop c7 is coming up.
Yeah, the question is where does the queen
e7
go?
hangs.
Because if you just look at the available squares, they are h5, f5, and b5.
Yeah.
These three squares, yeah. And b5, I don't see a discovered attack. Possible.
No, but if you do
but
this, rook comes in.
But that happens to any move, in fact. Queen f5 and queen h5. But I would go for queen h5 because bishop h3 and all are at least
Because
possible.
now if you take, then bishop moves out and it's fine.
Yeah.
But here is the trick, Amruta. If you play queen h5, I go bishop c7 attacking the rook.
And now rook, I don't like rook d7, but let's say I still do rook d7. Bishop b6, knight b6. With the idea of rook c7 and bishop f5. Am I too slow?
And look at this. Boom.
Rook
And
c7.
This pawn, Amruta, is going this and this. And if you go rook c7.
Arey, rook na.
Actually, this.
Rook c4? You have
This
to
might
calculate
be-
quite
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot,
yeah.
huh? You have
Yeah.
to calculate quite
No,
a
I
lot.
agree with you,
No,
and
no.
actually, it's not at all easy for Adhiban to find the move knight b3. But if he does find it, he is way better here. Let's see if he's able to. Adhiban has 6 minutes on the clock. Arjun has played super quick. Meanwhile, Anish Giri can't be seen on the screen. He's just
Why?
completely like gone down.
Acha.
He's thinking that way, and the position is equal. So I believe this game
Yeah.
will end in a draw.
By the way, Sagar, Arjun को चश्मा लगा है क्या?
I think he has specs. He wears them on and
Computer.
off. Meanwhile, Pragg has found queen g4 attacking here. Duda has played queen to f6 defending this pawn. Now, how do you continue? You can take on d5 or Amruta, you can just castle
I like
defending
just
your bishop.
castle.
Just castle.
Yeah.
And ab ye mar raha hai. So let's say you take, then I'll take here, and already look at this bishop pair, nicely placed pieces, extended pawn structure to attack.
This is nice. This is that kind of a slight advantage where you have double bishops, but still not so easy to know the way forward because those b5 and a4 pawns looks really strong, no? With the ideas of b4 and weakening d4.
Yeah.
So castle kiya to? Ooh, Sagar, castle is such a blunder. Ask the chat without making that move.
Okay, let me make the move. Guys, why does this lose the game? People are saying give us chance to think. So please do
At
think.
least 500 answers we want.
Huh?
No, out of
500.
3,000 people.
Too much.
How much is 500 out of 3,000 in percentage? जल्दी करना.
16.666, I think.
अच्छा 16.6 percentage. हाँ तो that's not too much. Only 16%. Yes, bishop g5. See already 16.
You asked one question, then you asked what is this percent. Now people are writing percent ka answer. So then you get less
No,
chances.
guys, only write the move.
We
ठीक है, at
already,
least we'll do it 200. They should find the move, no, Sagar?
they are finding, no?
Okay. 100 हो गए तब तक अंडा बर्गर कृष्ण झा पलकित परीक्षित प्रखर गुप्ता अभिनव अग्रवाल सेंट स्नाइप्स ऋतिक कुमार चेस कोड शिवम कुमार रोहन बालसुब्रमण्यम. You guys are right.
And Amruta,
let's
mar ke, we have reached 100.
125, Sagar.
101 person has said bishop g5.
Oh, acha, for the
But
right answer.
Amruta
Okay,
was
but
very
next-
hopeful that 500 of you will answer. But guys, look at this. Here, this bishop attacks. These squares are all covered. Here, the bishop looks, so you lose the queen.
ठीक है, but
Okay.
150.
Oh, meanwhile, Adhiban has
has
found.
found not
Wow.
just 93 but also bishop c7.
Wow. Wow. Adhiban
Great
OP,
form.
guys. He's played bishop c7. I think the beast is roaring here. And Arjun, after a first round loss to Magnus, has to be careful not to lose another game. Because right now, his rook is attacked. Also the knight. And if rook d7, take, c4. What a great concept this is, Amruta. The main point is not even the fact that you are winning something. It's just that look at these pieces. They are just so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I completely agree. There is no cooperation there.
It's like
But still, it's not like still lost. Yeah, we have seen Pragnananda fighting back from such a lost position.
No, I'm
Still
sure
here
Arjun
when,
will fight, but Adhiban already in the driver's
yes,
seat.
for sure. For
Meanwhile, Magnus might push Anish in this position mainly because these pawns are weak while these are connected.
Oh, that is the slight initiative which Magnus got is a good thing, right?
Yeah,
Because it was completely
look at
equal.
what Amruta happened in the game of Duda after Queen F6.
How did the queen land? Oh, he went
He
to
went Queen E2. He got really greedy. Pragg got greedy. Pragg should have castled. Instead of that, he went
Exactly.
Queen E2. And then after castles, he took here. And after Rook B8, he has now taken on
because
ED5.
no, Sagar, because if you castle, there is Bishop A6. I think you would have lost.
No, but
the
then
exchange.
this is hanging. C6.
Bishop F1,
Yeah, just
Rook F1, Rook B2. Okay, not enough. Yeah.
8 is that.
Yeah.
So actually speaking,
So
Amruta,
why can he not castle here?
he can. He should have. But he played ED5. And now at this point, knight E7 is a strong move. And with this rook looking here, this bishop looking here, suddenly one pawn does not mean so much. Because let's say Queen E2, I come back. You take with the knight. Now I try to castle. And now Bishop A6 is a problem. So I think it's going to be very tough
difficult
for Pragnananda here because Duda is just very strong with these initiative like positions.
Very, very, very difficult. I completely agree.
Meanwhile, Arjun.
Nicholas
come
and
to
Sagar,
the
I
thing.
think, are not being emotional about win and loss after Sachin retired. But then this guy Nihal, his wins make happy, and losses gives pain.
Yeah, everyone has their own favorites actually. Some people love Nihal, some Pragg, some Gukesh, some Arjun. Some people love Raunak, some people love Vidit, some people love Vishy, some people love Hari, some people love Humpy. Today Vaishali played in Grand Prix. She drew her first game with Katrina Lagno. So you see, Amruta, Indian chess is actually on the rise. You have one player in the you have 3 players in Champions Chess Tour. You have in Global Chess Championship, you have 3 players that have moved to the semi round of 32. You have player at the Grand Prix, then at the candidates. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah. So true.
Meanwhile, Rook E7 is hanging. This is actually Adhiban's position. The main thing is when you don't understand why it's such a big advantage, it's always that players can go wrong. Because if the evaluation is for some specific tactic, you can understand it. But when the evaluation is based on the positioning of the pieces, it can get very difficult sometimes. You need to make all the accurate moves. Like let's say Queen F4 attacking here. And then if he defends, you need to again find knight c5. And this is very tough for human beings to keep up.
Oh, that's a very good point. Like tactical evaluation is definitely different from this positional evaluation, for sure. And as Himank also mentions, meanwhile, Charvi is 3 out of 3 in under 8 world cadets. That's so nice.
Yeah, I feel like Charvi is the favorite in that event, although she's not the top seed over there. She's, I think, number 10th seed or something in under 8 girls. But we all know how strong she is. So I think she's a big favorite. I'm also looking at many other talents from the World Cadets because we finished World Youth where Ilam Parthi and Pranav Anand won medals. But now World Cadets where it's 8, 10, 12. World Youth was 14, 16, 18. So now we'll have 8, 10, 12 in which there are many young talents. I'm looking at this guy Ethan Vass, then Gautam Krishna. Then there are other talents who are playing there. There is Shubhi Gupta who is under 12 who played the India's Got Chess Talent. So it's a very interesting event.
Totally.
Any news on VD Visa? With it actually, got his visa, like not got, but he got the appointment. So I think it will work out for him. That's what I think. I don't know if there are any more developments after that. Internet thoda. I don't know. Internet is okay. Safarullah Khan is also very good in under 8 boys. But I think Safarullah Khan actually lives in does he live in India or in some? He lives in UAE if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so here Pragnanda has got advantage again. How did it happen?
So ED, he took knight d4. He did not play knight e7.
Oh,
Pragg took-
Duda, when he gets tempted to play like this, he's not going to leave that. Yeah.
Yeah,
So what happens if you firstly if you take the knight, what happens?
bishop d5.
And you regain the piece on g2. Yeah, that's the light squares are just doomed.
Yeah, and also Amruta, it could be possible to do this, but after rook takes b2 or just
Oh,
even
wow,
a3,
this you can consider.
it could become very nasty because of queen d4 looking here.
And the king is weak.
So
Yeah, you can't castle at that point of time. Okay.
so here knight d4, Pragg actually found this move, good move. And then queen e5 check, he played king d1. He could have also played bishop e3, but he decided to play king d1, bishop d5, c takes d4,
Look
attacking
at the D
the
file
queen.
right now. पूरा local train जैसा है. King d1, bishop d2, queen d3.
True. But Amruta, look at this queen h5, and now if Pragg had moved the king, he would have lost this bishop here. But he moved his pawn, and now he's piece up. But look at black pieces; they are so beautiful.
No, Sagar, this is very difficult to defend, right?
Very tough.
I mean, forget the bar.
But I think Pragg
very
can
tough
do
to
it.
play.
Pragg,
Can do it?
Pragg is the guy for the job. Look at him there. Super focused. 4 minutes 25 seconds. Duda has 6 minutes 24 seconds. Duda has taken huge amount of risk to reach this position.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Anish Giri has drawn his game against Magnus Carlsen. Anish looking younger by the day. Yeah, look at him.
Exactly.
He's looking
Why
like
does it look like he's lost some weight?
no idea. But okay.
And what do you think? How is Duda feeling about his position? Like, do you think he's feeling that he has an advantage or he's winning? Or do you think he's feeling, Arey, I'm piece down?
Pragg finds king f2.
Was it like the only move?
It was the only move. Because Amruta, if you do any other move, let's say rook d1, then there is
A2
ka pawn under pressure. But
And
here,
if I play rook e1, then h2 mar raha hai. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, not easy to find.
So
So
king
king f2 was
f2.
good.
And now the idea is you can move the rook, because if you play queen h2, I can trap your queen with rook h1.
okay.
Because g2 is defended.
But can I go
F4?
He played f4. Okay. He played f4. Maybe
Now Pragg has to find a move rook hb1 or rook ab1. Do you think he can find? No, I don't think he can find. Because if rook hb1, if he takes here, then you lose the rook. Okay. If you take here, and take here. So I want to take here, then take this. Ah, that's the point. Oh, rook. Oh, he finds rook hb1. Pragg finds rook hb1 because the main point is to unpin this bishop.
Yeah, and then the most active piece was the rook on b2. Now look at the rook on 8. With piece down,
But
उसको
rook-
बहुत time लगेगा आने के लिए.
And now take.
Queen c3.
नहीं. King g1. Sub safe. Piece
Oh,
up.
artificial castle हो गया.
All safe. So rook hb1 was a nice move, because when you want to put your king here, your rook won't be blocked in the corner.
Awesome.
So he's got his rook out, and now he wants to go king g1 next.
Wow, Duda is a tough guy to beat, I think. So Pragnanda, if he's able to, do that here,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
And meanwhile, Adhiban Bhaskaran keeping that fire going in the position. After rook d3, he plays queen f4, which is not the most accurate.
At the
Time.
50
50 seconds for Adhiban, but His position is pretty good. By the way, here, if he had played knight d4, he had very good chances because this was attacked and somehow this rook was bit of trapped there. But he played knight c5, rook d5, rook takes e7. So while Arjun was trying to checkmate him from this side, Adhiban has gone from this side to checkmate. It's all out war. Now
F5
queen f5 had to be played, but he was rook f5, queen d4, good move, and this is
Oh, the idea! Look at the idea! Brilliant idea!
it was rook h5,
Rook 96. No, not now. Not yet.
rook b6, free piece है
Queen
क्योंकि queen
h2?
h2, king f1,
Queen h1.
king e2. No checks. Adhiban is
Then one
calculating
more
with
question.
38
Why not
seconds.
96?
Now
Yes.
knight e6
Yes.
because of check here.
Find a defense. खुद से ढूंढो. खुद का दिमाग चलाओ.
नहीं अभी तो टाइम नहीं है. f6 queen takes f6, queen h1 check, king e2, queen e4. We're just deflecting the
Oh, king
queen
f1,
there.
rook h1 check.
And
And
then
if king d2, then rook d something.
rook d5 maybe.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, knight
He played.
c4.
He played. Sagar, go
What
to the
did-
game. Rook b6. Rook b6 is
Oh,
played.
sorry, he took. And Arjun gave a check. King e2, rook d5 was Arjun's idea. But now Amruta, only move Arjun has missed here. Guys, can you find it? Only move for Adhiban. 19, 18, 17, 16 to attack the queen from this side. And so that if the queen moves here,
Deflection.
if the queen moves, can Adhiban find 7, 6? Oh, he plays queen e4, blunder, queen d1. Arre, rook b. Arjun is winning now. Rook takes c5.
Oh, again, this game Adhiban had played brilliant
Yeah, he
chess,
played
but with
amazing.
30 seconds in hand, it is so difficult.
Arre, Arjun put him under
kept
so
playing
much
fast.
pressure.
Arjun kept playing fast with every second in his hand.
No, actually, Amruta, this was possible to find because if you see this check is coming from here, then you
Check
play
king
rook
e3, no,
b1.
maybe he saw
No,
the
but
check.
rook b1 and like if you move, take the rook, I take your rook. And if you play here queen g2, then I can play rook g1. And now even queen e4 is fine because there is no queen d1.
Oh, got it. But even now I'm seeing queen d1, king e3 के बाद क्या?
नाइट मर गया ना और अभी किंग कितना एक्सपोज्ड है इक्वल मटेरियल में. It's equal material and the king is totally exposed. Rook c3 check.
Got it that way.
Look at Arjun. Silent killer, the perfect word for him there.
Absolutely.
Adhiban was so close to winning this and he just missed it. And I think the thing is he was very low on time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, rook hb1, a3 played. Here king g1 might have been a better move, but he first took and played rook b1. And now I think the position can get really complex after queen h2.
Queen h2, or would you consider rook a2?
Rook a2, bishop f4 maybe. No, rook a2, bishop f4. Looks good.
Well, I'm not getting rook a1. And now queen h2. But
But first take
so you are
queen
saying
h2,
first queen h2, bishop f4
bishop
if I take?
f4,
Is it not the same thing almost?
and maybe h5, h4. Get play from
मतलब ये
this
तो
side.
crazy. This is a crazy idea that you have to go for h4,
Yeah,
h4.
yeah. Pragg
But
is
Duda can find these
Duda
crazy
can
ideas,
find-
so it's possible.
Pragg is better, and there you see Adhiban actually very, very upset there because after rook c3, queen f4, queen d2 check, king g4, and now there are many, many ways to win. I mean, f5 is just over.
The most amazing thing about this game was, Sagar, first of all, Arjun's prep was OP, and Adhiban got that position where he had to find so many good moves, which he did, which was again not so easy. But towards the end, finally, the time played a big role. That means the opening prep played a big role. And it's very hard to, choose what is better to go for such lines, to have more time in hand, and to take these kind of risks or not.
And there you see Arjun, he knows he's won the game. He's so calm, confident, and Adhiban resigns. Arjun has won his game there, guys. What a finish! Actually, it was filled with
Yeah.
so much excitement here. And by the way, we'll analyze it. Shall we go to Pragg's
Yes,
game?
first so let's see the live games because
And Pragg, after Queen h2, Bishop f4, Rook f8 played, and here okay, he took on b2. Queen b5 was also possible, which was a very interesting idea, but maybe computer like.
yeah,
g5,
suddenly it seemed like why would the
bd6,
queen go there?
attacking the rook.
So Duda did not find h5 h4, but
Amruta,
he
ये
did
क्या
go for
चल रहा है?
g5 g4.
ये क्या चल रहा है? I can just take it, because if you take it and after this there is this.
It's a desperate attempt.
Yeah, it's a very desperate
very
attempt.
desperate
But
attempt.
can Pragnananda calculate this out? Rook b8, queen g2, king e3 with no checks really, and here completely winning position. I think Pragg has the ability to calculate this, to take on f8, because yes, it's a bluff from Duda, but Pragg has 3 minutes in hand. And if he can find bishop f8, gf3, the main thing is that you feel so scared of queen g2 that you think to yourself, भाई इधर नहीं जाना है. Because it's like you are almost letting him checkmate you,
So
but
if
not
you let
really.
that intuition do that, then you will not go for this. But if
Yeah.
you calculate, then it's more fact based.
Yeah, true. But I think he can find it. Like Pragg is this kind of guy. Guys,
He's a calculator. He's a
Oh, he
calculator.
takes.
He's a
He
calculator,
takes.
Sagar.
And now what? Oh, finds it, man. Pragg. You are so good, man. Pragnananda.
This was important to learn. He did not make a decision based on intuition. It was
No,
a
the thing
position
is-
which demanded clear calculation.
Yeah. Pragg finds this, allowing this, moving forward with his king.
Brilliant.
Amazing. And king f7 played by Duda, shaking his head
Look
there.
at the energy in Pragg's eyes, yeah, right now.
Yeah.
Just look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, he just my god, that focus. If only we could get that focus in life, guys, we would succeed at everything we
अरे
do.
तो why you to get it ना then? If only क्यों चाहिए? Why do you need that?
प्रज्ञानंदा जितना फोकस कैसे मिलेगा?
कुछ चाहिए तो
हाँ अमृता.
you have to work
Yes,
hard for
अमृता.
that.
Yes, अमृता माता जी. And Pragg now thinking 1 minute 53 seconds.
The good part is he bishops. The pieces are scattered. Is he going to lose material, Sagar?
But why did he take
One
queen
second.
f3?
1 second. Arey, either let's go to the moves na. 2 moves back. Can you just go for a moment?
Yeah, but our internet is a bit choppy.
What?
Internet is choppy.
Choppy. Lag. हाँ, everybody is saying lag. अरे कुछ तो करो. Most critical moment. ये कर क्या रहे हैं इंटरनेट वाले?
आ गया. We are back, guys. We are back. Bishop f3. Actually, here the best move was some very weird bishop h6 move. King e3, and if queen h6, then there's no longer that pin. But he played queen f3 takes, and now Duda had to play queen g1 and then check. King here, queen f5, king g1. Duda still shaking his head. He's not happy because Pragg has 2 bishops and a rook, Amruta. That's
Yeah.
equal to 11 points.
But that's still a lot of hard work he has to do because his own king is also exposed. So all the time to take care of perpetual is not going to be easy. And as I say this,
Queen e3 check.
is it already a perpetual? Queen e3, king h2, queen h6.
Oh, it's a
my god, it's
perpetual.
perpetual. It's
Perpetual, guys, perpetual. And this is the thing about commentary, you know, Amruta. You praise someone and something goes wrong.
but you have to praise someone when the moment is right.
That is
That
true.
doesn't take it away.
That is true. Now all of a sudden, I mean, Pragg actually.
But why did he go bishop c5? I mean, it
he
was
wanted
natural.
to defend this pawn.
Correct. Rook b4 did he have? Because the h6 square is controlled by the... No, then he loses the bishop. Sorry. What? How can he save that d4 pawn? Or
Maybe
should he
there's
just
this
give it up?
bishop b4. Yeah, he should give up.
Not easy, yeah. This was very difficult with the king exposed. So practically it would be more like a draw.
What is perpetual? Someone has asked. Guys,
What is
perpetual
perpetual?
means there is constant checks, perpetual checks. So like the king goes here, I'll give check from here. If you go here, I'll give check from here. If you go here, I'll give check from here. If you go here, I give check from here.
Correct.
And look at Pragg there.
मतलब in your life if your mom is saying कि चलो होमवर्क करो, like नहीं कर रहे हो, वो बोलेंगे होमवर्क करना है, तुम बोल रहे नहीं करना है, परपेचुअल हो गया. Sorry. You have a better example?
No, all examples are better. Guys, the right move after king f7 in this position was bishop h6, and this was such a tough move because you are threatening queen takes h7, and if you play here then this is still winning, and if you take this bishop then this is unpinned here, this bishop, so then you can take bishop takes f3 and you are winning. So bishop h6 was a very tough move to find. It was a key move. Meanwhile, Pragnananda is risking this. Yeah, Amruta, he might just say, I don't want to draw. I want to move my king up. But this could go either way because the rook is undefended and there could be some check by which he might lose the rook.
You know what I am visualizing? The white bishop on e5. It defends everything here.
Yes.
And if you are able to keep that a pawn, कैसे तो करके push होके.
मतलब लाइफ में सब कुछ नहीं मिलता है ना.
That's true. That's too much of a fantasy. I don't think it's possible.
Check. Okay, queen f5, king h4. Yeah,
Queen
I
f6.
think it's straightforward draw now. Check.
Yeah. नहीं, but मजा आया. The way both of them played, Sagar.
Good game.
Yeah, I mean, you could see Duda's creativity also. With the king in the center, g5, g4. Yeah? What was that? Who thinks like that? That itself shows that this guy has such an unbelievably creative mind. Yeah, king g4, queen g6.
They are drawing, and meanwhile, Hans Niemann is winning his second game against Christopher Yu. Christopher Yu, very talented youngster. And Amruta, Ivanchuk has just beaten Ivan Šarić. So that's a good result for Ivanchuk. Meanwhile, Pragnananda still fighting, and Amruta now the only move is e5.
What?
It's not a draw because if queen f6, king
why?
e3, and king इधर से भाग रहा है. So हाँ क्या e5 आ रहा है. e5 only move है. If you play e5 and king takes e5, there is queen g3 and this is hanging. Queen h6, he gives a wrong check. Now the king comes back to f3. Pragg finds it.
Too good, man. Never expected. I just assumed it's a draw.
Yeah, we all assumed that it was like so many checks.
Another lesson for never assume, guys.
And the main point was to play e5. So king e5, we saw queen g3, if d5, now queen h6, so that if king f3, there is queen c6 check taking this bishop. But
it was very difficult. It was very difficult for 10 seconds to find this.
Now king f2. I think Pragg is going to escape. Here, rook is there. So no check. Finally no checks. And look at Pragg. He's seen it. He knows he's going to win. Guys, we are back, and maybe I think we should change our internet
What's the
distributor.
internet right now?
Check. Rook f8, king g7.
And now you always have rook f1 as well. Just
Yeah,
simply
now,
keep rook
now
f2.
rook f2.
Yeah,
So he's
rook
played rook
f3.
f3, and now he'll put his pawn on
Yeah,
a3.
everything is defended. Perfect. Go, 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 go.
No, check.
Oh, is he losing the a2 pawn?
Yeah, a2.
Oh, he should have played rook f2, right?
No, that's fine. You need to give up a2. I mean, you have
But
enough.
why do you... bishop
have
f8 check. King g6, bishop d... He's trying to mate, actually. Bishop by bishop e5 and...
Yeah. Oh, he's going to put his bishop here, just as we thought. Amruta, this is great idea by Pragg. Then he will put his other bishop here, and he'll be winning.
Nice. Nice. This is amazing. Oh, it was such a thrilling game, man. This one. Yeah.
bd3 check. And Pragnananda is on course to beating Duda after, this ups and downs. But how should he do it? He has to remain careful. He first plays rook f2 because Duda is the trickiest guy out there. So Pragg must not blunder something.
He will try to pin the bishop for a moment, at least. Queen b1. King
He does
h2, you have to get out of the pin.
King
so
g2
go
or
out.
king h2.
King h2, I like no check. Just a little safe. A little more safe. The finish is going to be nice. With the rook and two bishops, it would be nice to see whether it's gonna be a checkmate.
Meanwhile, Hans Niemann has won his game. Here, he's on 2 out of 2. Check, king g5. Guys, the main problem in a game when there is a material imbalance is that it's never easy to finish it off because of the material imbalance. h4. Look at, and Duda is not
Duda
giving
is
up.
completely
Yeah, I mean,
immaterial.
he's just a big fighter, Amruta. He's a big fighter. Duda is just very tough to. वो क्या था वो saying अमृता वो song you can check out any time you like नहीं you can kill the beast होटल कैलिफोर्निया का कोई song था ना
Hotel California. I don't know. What do you have in mind? Sorry.
it was like you cannot kill the beast type position like now it's very tough to win this actually for Pragg.
No, not at all. Even with rook, bishop and pawn, you can win it. Just the king udhar tak jayega to. I don't think this is tough. By the way, we have another member, Sarvesh Deshpande. He's the backer of Indian
Thank you,
Chess
Sarvesh.
and has been there many months. Thank you. We have had quite a few members today. Anmol Kimani Super Chess says, good to see you both. How's life, Sagar Bhai?
Thank you, Anmol. It's good. Life is excellent. We are back home after some long travels to the Olympiad, to Bangalore, death match. Everything happened. Now we are back home and we are happy that we are back home.
Rakshit says, Ruda's online username is Polish Fighter for a reason. Nice. Rakshit had asked something. He wants to play amateur nationals and what is the cap or something for that.
I don't know, maybe
Not
2000, but have to check. You can play, but Rakshit.
Is the song Himang says, but you can never live?
You can never leave.
Sachin says, you can check out anytime, but you can't leave.
हाँ वो तो ठीक था, but something like you cannot kill this guy ऐसा कुछ तो, but maybe I'm just mistaken. This is what is happening here, that Duda is not giving up so easily. Meanwhile, Pragg has his bottle out, so yeah, I think there's no point of doing commentary, guys. Pragg has won the game.
And Gaurav Agarwal, welcome to the backer of Indian Chess. You are the newest member. So thank you for becoming the member, guys. All the people who become the member, the monthly amount goes to a chess talent who is in need of funds and who is selected by us. So please do think of contributing. And there is lag again, so Just a moment. Guys, but we are back. We are back now. Crazy, crazy rains here, guys. Rook h4. Queen d1. The only thing what white will do is with the shelter from his bishops, he will keep moving. Acha, maybe he doesn't even need it. He starts pushing the pawn. He doesn't even need that. I think the next idea can be to keep the king on h3. But to get the bishop on g4 may not be so easy. Or to first keep the rook on the f file. Protect your king a little bit. Then maybe go bishop h3. And then go d7. That sounds like it. The game should have ended by 5 to 6 minutes ago. What happened? Kya hua?
It's going on.
Should have ended, but it
Why?
is going on.
Why?
No, in the normal time, like they are playing on increment, right? Matlab normally all the games end around 10:15.
No, no.
10:17.
10:20.
10:22.
2 minutes हो गए यार.
They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast.
Exactly.
मिल गया finally.
And look at the two bishops, no? Like these two bishops are parents. Okay.
Sir, why is it lag? Can we connect to some other? See, that's why.
No.
Huh?
Arey, we were on LAN.
So right now it's connected to.
Now you give commentary. Queen.
But show me now it's connected to. I don't want another lag.
Can we make a queen? Oh my god, Amruta, look at this. If you make a queen,
Blunder?
it's
Oh,
blunder.
no! You should have asked this man, Sagar.
It's
What?
blunder.
Stalemate, guys.
What a defense.
Queen g1. He'll not take though. He'll play king g3. Then queen
No,
g2 check.
wait.
1 second. 1 second. What happens to king g3?
And look at Duda, yeah. Duda is
But
hoping.
dude, you show me queen g1, king g3. What
And
happens?
look at Pragg. He doesn't fall for it. He comes back. But anyway, Amruta, the thing is here, if you make a queen, the main point is that your king has no square to go. So you play
King
this.
g3. Now the king is the square to go. g6. Yeah, you can
Check.
go. King h4.
Check.
Man, I can't believe it's a perpetual.
Yeah.
Oh, king
But
g4.
look at Pragg, how he's doing it
Let's
nicely.
look at that later again. Wow.
Pragg is very patient here.
Wow. Yeah, that's important sometimes when you're winning and you need to have patience, because one of the common mistake is you are winning and you only lack patience. So you mess it up.
Absolutely right, Amruta. Now he plays bishop c7.
Beginner is saying Amruta, dude, nahi, duda. अरे मैं वही बोल रही थी. It was dude. I was telling him dude.
Bishop h3. Now king g2. And now the thing is, Amruta, king is a little too far, so there's no stalemate. Again,
King f3.
Again, if
Queen
you make a queen, then after
Queen.
takes,
Oh, this is still winning.
this is winning. So, but Pragg will be.
King f3 खेल दो ना, easy.
Fit queen h1. Maybe rook e4. Pragg will find.
Actually, there are a number of ways, so it's more
Pragg
like
will
a
find rook
personal
e4.
choice.
See, he plays it. Pragg is so good, Amruta. Pragg is so good. And you know, Duda, the best thing about chess, is that you give hopes to your opponent. Okay? And then you take it away. You give him hope, then you take it away. And so in the end, when he loses, he feels so sort of sad and he feels like hopeless.
Which is lost right now.
Yeah.
Look at Pragg is relieved.
Pragg,
It was a long game.
Very long game,
Very
beating
thrilling.
Duda.
Very, very thrilling. What a play by both. Fight till death do us apart. Nice game. मजा आ गया.
Amazing win by Pragnananda, taking the lead in the tournament here, guys. We have Magnus Carlsen draw against Anish Giri, Arjun Erigesi beating Adhiban. What a game that was, Amruta.
Oh, yeah. That one also was towards the end. It was a big flip.
Then there was Lekwang Liam Vincent draw, Davara Radoslav Wojtaszek draw, Neiman beat Christopher Yu, Aronian beat Boris Gelfand, Pragnananda won his game against Duda, and Ivanchuk off the score, off the mark with a win against Ivan Šarić.
Oh, he
So
won.
that is how things are, and we'll show you the standings here, guys. These are the standings currently. Pragg leading along with Hans Niemann.
Oh, superb. 6-6.
Carlsen on
Dono
4
6-6.
points, Navara 4, Aronian 4, Arjun back with 3, Ivanchuk 3, Lekwang Liam on 2, Wojtaszek 2, Vincent Kimmer 2, Anish 2, Duda 1, Šarić 1, Adhiban 1, Gelfand 0, and Christopher Yu 0. And guys, this has been such an epic round. So let's just have a quick break and come back. We are all very, very amazed by the level of play. And check this out.
In a world that is going increasingly digital, it's sometimes nice to hold things in your hand. The ChessBase India Premium Chess Set is our attempt to give you a great feel of playing chess in real life. The first thing we wanted to ensure was that the product was of the best possible quality. When you buy the ChessBase India Premium Chess Set, you get a chessboard, high quality chess pieces, a bag for the pieces, a bag for the chessboard as well. All of this is carefully packed so that when we courier it to you, you receive it in the best possible condition. We take pride in the fact that the chess sets are manufactured in India. Here are some features of the premium chess set. It is 96mm standard weighted and felted set of Staunton design. Fine crafted, high class plastic pieces of 3.75 inches height. Total weight of the pieces is around 800 grams. Usual pieces are around 300 to 400 grams. You have 2 extra queens included. 55mm by 55mm high quality vinyl board with notation, the ChessBase India logo in the corner and a leatherite finish. You have 2 flat nylon drawstrings for the board and pieces with the ChessBase India logo. It is also a perfect product to gift your loved ones. We also have gift wrapping options in the ChessBase India shop. So what are you waiting for? Get your hands on the ChessBase India Premium Chess Set and challenge someone to a game of chess in real life. Link is in the description.
Guys, guess who was the person talking in the ad? Very
Because everyone saying
difficult.
Sagar Bachchan voice. Sagar Bachchan voice.
This
कौन था
chessboard,
कौन ये?
if you want, it is third link in the description. So please do check it out. It's the third link in the description. So the next game is about to begin.
Oh my god. And Sagar, we have a very, very huge super chat by Karthik Ramachandran of US $500. He says, love the work ChessBase India is doing for supporting Indian chess talent and especially backing Ilam Parthi.
Wow, Karthik, that's a huge super chat. This might be the hugest,
Oh,
biggest ever super chat that we have received
oh,
ever.
actually, yeah.
500 USD is close to 30.
I mean, YouTube will take 30%, right? So
Okay,
it's
that doesn't matter.
40,000. It's
Everything-
40, sorry.
Yeah, everything YouTube takes for 30%. So
So
that's not,
40,000, but it's
but this is huge. Yeah, thank you so much,
amazing.
Karthik, for that.
Yeah, that's the first one by
Yeah.
Karthik. Well spotted. I mean, the other one was Anshuman who used to give 10, 10, 10, 10.
Anshuman Das incoming.
Anshuman Das. Then Sun Tzu, of course. But this one is like one at a go. Thank you so much, Karthik.
People are saying मेरा किडनी बिक जाएगा इतने में, greater than my
इतने में नहीं
salary.
बिकेगा, इतने में नहीं बिकेगा.
Some are saying Karthik blundered.
One extra zero हो गया क्या कार्तिक will
Okay, game
refund
started.
you.
Game started. Thank you so much, Karthik. That was very kind of you.
You
This
went
round-
Anshuman.
Amruta, this round
हाँ.
we have Adhiban taking Magnus Carlsen
अरे
on.
क्या कर रहा है तू?
अरे अभी शुरू नहीं हुआ है, शुरू नहीं. Magnus Carlsen always is careful. Like Magnus says, "Hello guys, has Chessbase India started the game?" Like no. They are just checking super chats and doing ads and stuff like. Okay, fine. I'll wait for them. So
Rakshit says, remember those super chat trains? Yeah.
that was huge. That was huge.
Episode 57. Film Party special.
And Arjun is playing against Anish versus Ivanchuk.
Anish versus Ivanchuk. Arjun versus
Pragnananda girlfriend.
Pragnanda versus girlfriend. सब कुछ interesting है. How do we follow everything?
सब कुछ
Arjun
करेंगे
Goswami,
अमृता.
thank you for your contribution.
Pragnananda versus Boris girlfriend.
This is an interesting comment. Shiva says, now that UK has lost their queen, will they promote one of their pawns?
And Le Kwang Liam versus Arjun. Guys, Le Kwang Liam is knight f3 by Magnus, f5 by Adhiban Bhaskaran.
Dutch.
No, and Amruta, you know what Magnus will play now? d3. Look. Mark my words. He won't play d4. He'll play d3.
B4. He's laughing. No. I thought he's laughing.
Magnus is not laughing.
Sagar, he didn't play D4. That was right. Marked your words. B4. ये क्या ही ओपनिंग होने वाला है. This is going to be a super original game. Adhiban was definitely
Not
having
expecting
that
e5.
slight
b4.
smile on his face. So is this
Amruta,
going to
no
convert
one is
in that?
smiling.
He's smiling. Look at him. Come on. Look at him.
Now he's smiling. Now he's smiling.
No, at that point also he smiled.
Acha.
You didn't look at the smile.
Okay, sorry, Amruta.
Yeah, exactly.
And guys, today our commentary session के बाद झगड़ा होने वाला है.
After a long time, we are doing commentary together, so we will get there where we find a median. Mahesh Yadav, thank you for your super contribution. Okay, but he's thinking. So, Sagar, the question
He's thinking of a5. I think
one question
he'll
is
play. Guess the move.
fine.
Guess the move.
Strict Shah. I think Tanya's stream had a right title. Strict Sagar Shah.
a5.
But can you understand my question? If D4 F5, तो अभी उसी में convert होएगा या
नहीं,
is
अभी
it not
d4
going
नहीं,
to be
अभी
anything like
c4,
that?
bishop b2,
Yeah.
g3.
People are saying
b2.
A5, C5, E6, and Knight F6. We have the 4 suggestions.
See, knight f6 is too normal. That might be the best move here. Look at Adhiban, yeah, he's taking his time. So much time. AD, do you have so much time?
Yes, but it's important because right now he's planning a setup. It's all about the setup. Once he knows that, he's not going to think. So this move, let's see. Pragnanda is there, but
Pragg
he
is
is
back.
not
Pragg is back against Boris. Hans Niemann is playing against Radoslav Wojtaszek. What AD is thinking for 2 minutes now.
What will he play? Let's see. Jonathan Ebenezer says we're enjoying your commentary, guys. Keep going.
Thank you. Okay, till Adhiban thinks, Let's quickly check what happened in the game of Arjun versus Le Kwang Liam. E4, E5, Knight F3, Knight C6. Oh, he's played the Scotch. Your opening.
Oh,
Arjun.
wow.
And he will play H4 now.
Oh, knight d2 he played. He played knight d2. G6, C4, knight f4. क्या हुआ?
कमेंट्री तो बोलो मुंह पे से मुंह बोल रहे C4 oh C4 oh knight F4 oh G6 now
No,
oh
there are
queen E3 oh knight E6
Exactly.
oh
Look at knight
B3
e6. I love this position for Arjun. That's the point.
okay.
That's the commentary. Bishop b2, castle, knight e4. शांति से बोल सकता है ना?
कौन
मैं.
oh he's given a check
Oh, this is all preparation.
Oh,
16
Amruta.
minutes in Arjun.
Amruta,
Arjun,
look at what's happened.
Exactly, you
In this-
missed it.
B4 he's played E5 Adhiban gave up this pawn and this now see look I can tell you one small thing B4 Magnus was playing correct
Yeah.
E5 bishop B2 bishop B4 takes knight F6 this is what was happening
Okay.
in many of his games
It's like
so,
instead of knight f6, you were saying played f5.
exactly and also he's
Oh,
taken
then
with the
that's
knight.
so good for white.
It's very good for white here. What Adhiban has done with this move E5 is perhaps not the best decision because now it's like you would rather have your pawn back here. This is just creating so many
So
weaknesses.
e5 was not a great idea actually. In hindsight, of course.
It's playable, but it was not the best.
But maybe it's in beast style.
It's maybe in B style. That is true.
Yeah, but it's really weak.
Meanwhile, Pragnananda versus Boris Gelfand has begun. Pragg playing with the black pieces against Boris. D4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight to f3, d5, g3, Catalan, d takes c4, bishop g2, open Catalan on the board, a6, knight e5, bishop b4 check, knight c3, knight to d5, castles. He didn't want to take this extra pawn, so castles, knight e4, b5, b3 played, and seems like Boris Gelfand is tremendously well prepared for Pragnananda today. It's very interesting because Boris is actually trainer at Westbridge Anand Chess Academy. He's also done a training session with Pragnananda in the Microsense Kramnik Gelfand program. So, he knows Pragg really well. And that can give an edge to Boris Gelfand somehow.
Yes, that's an important point. It was a
Maybe
very nice.
it gives him edge or it gives him a little bit of, sometimes you start to respect your opponent a bit too much because you know him well. That could also happen.
I think since I started knowing you well, based on that, I think it will give him edge.
Amruta, apna to like you to don't respect me, no? Like husband wife. There is no respect between husband wife.
Yeah, there's no need of respect between any.
मतलब होना चाहिए, but look at this, Amruta.
The
Arjun.
question is not होना चाहिए. The question is what is respect. Let's go to that question later.
Bishop b2, castles was a mistake or not? No, castle was maybe not the error. Because knight e4, I think d5 turned to be the error.
D5, knight f6 he played, right? You are saying over here
Yeah,
instead of
he
D5,
should have
black
played
should have
maybe
played what?
d6. Because then knight f6, you can go king h8. The main point is that
D5 is not hanging here. CD, knight d5. That's what you mean?
no, just this is sort of the knight is going to be loose here. So when he played d5,
Oh,
then knight f6. Now if you go king h8 in this position, then yes, d5 is hanging and also like the knight is very stable here. So knight d5.
H4, H5 I'll think of. In fact, I won't even care about anything else.
But in the game, like he went here and he took check, bishop c3 went back, and Arjun has
this is
long
such a beautiful
castle.
position for white in Scotch. You don't get such a position so easily.
And also Amruta, if the queen reaches here and just removes the knight, it's a mate in one, guys. Remember this. Whenever the structure is like this and you have a pawn here. Let me color it with a different one here, and the queen can come here. अरे मेरे color.
बहुत लाल भड़क.
And if your queen can come here, then this is a very big mate here that's happening on g7. But you see, Amruta, Le Quang Liem is going all out for the attack with a5, a4.
H4. Do you have time? I'm just loving this position for white.
Meanwhile, in Adhiban's game against Magnus after g3.
And by the way, Sagar, we have Lord Wiz who is watching from Kenya. So he says a friend from Kenya here. That's very nice.
Hi Lord Wiz, thank you so much. Bishop b2, knight e5, bishop e5, and Adhiban again finds a nice move here attacking the bishop, because if you take the pawn d6, the bishop could get trapped here. So that's the reason why bishop b2, d5, bg2.
Oh, is Adhiban going to long castle?
Maybe it's quite
And
possible.
then f4, and then he will attack. Oh, this could become.
But Amruta, he
this
could also
become
play knight
interesting.
f6 and castles here. I mean, it's very brave play by AD,
Yes,
because
totally.
overall to play in this style against Magnus, never easy.
Yes. And he's enjoying, yeah. Look at his he's in a comfortable zone. Mast maza kar raha hai, smiling and
So now
perfect.
he wears knight f6.
Look at
Magnus is not
has-
very comfortable, yeah, today.
What happened to Magnus's hair suddenly?
Nah, can
हाँ वो सूख गए. It has dried. Yeah. Rutvik Bhandarkar says I will sponsor your couch. Please, Rutvik, please do sponsor the couch.
Amruta, here you go. You see,
Yes, I see.
so there are these two boxers.
Just
Okay, let's box.
हाँ ठीक है.
So you can only use one hand. You can use this hand. I'm using this hand. Okay. You have to hit from here. I have to hit from here. So Le Quang Liem hits from here. Arjun hits from here. Now you are Le Quang Liem because your hand is like not very strong.
हाँ.
I'm h4, Arjun's hand. If I hit, so whose pawn is going to reach faster?
यहाँ पे तो मैं कब I have been telling h4 h5 since a long time. So white's pawn, because even if black's pawn pushes, the weakness is not so strong.
Now the thing is,
But h7 पे, if I read
important
something,
move b4, because see, even if your hand is coming here, it's close. I'm here. Although my hand is more powerful, your is nearer. So when it comes here, I have to block. So b4
is the block.
Is the block. First
Yeah,
block.
he got-
Now, when I will come, even your block will be useless. Because I'm very strong.
Correct.
So that's
Oh,
why.
my dad is going to be so proud of you, Sagar, because he's a boxer. So such an analogy will make him very happy. But on a funny note, guys, please do watch chess boxing videos also. And
On a funny note, on a serious note.
no, I thought funny note. What is serious about that?
No, I think overall chess boxing has a lot of possibilities. It's a new thing that's building up. And, guys, everything which starts off new, people are going to, some are going to like it, some are going to dislike it. And I think overall there is good possibilities, because if you have good chess players and good boxers both playing, it can become very interesting. Because let's say someone is around 2200 rated, his opponent is 2000, but that 2000 player is a better boxer than the 2200 rated. It can get really interesting. So chess boxing, I think, could become a big sport in India.
Yeah.
I mean, in the world. And
By
now,
the way, Rakshit asked, could you go g3, f4, f5 instead of h4, h5, or is it too slow? So that was the question. But in general, h4 is a very nice move.
no, this
because-
would be too slow, right?
Yeah.
Because a5, if you go g3,
Because you are not bringing your rook on h1 into the game so quickly, correct?
yeah.
It's a little
No,
slow.
and also, I
But
mean,
the computer is loving it. Maybe you played A4.
A4 maybe not the best. There could be some other ideas like Queen A3, Rook D8. But
H4 is way more direct with a direct plan also.
and
Queen
Arjun
H6,
finds the
H5.
best move again.
Yeah.
And let's quickly go and check Amruta. Now H5 is the best move here. Let's see who Arjun finds. And
I don't have a doubt that
Arjun's
will-
accuracy is like really
Yeah.
tremendous.
Yeah.
And let's quickly see what Pragnananda is up to. Pragg's position is roundabout equal. He's a pawn up against Boris Gelfand. But Boris has compensation in the form of the weakness on c5 and c6 squares. So right now Pragg is doing okay. Pretty okay. Very quickly going to the game of Adhiban versus Magnus Carlsen. After bishop g2, c6, e3, knight f6 castles did take place. Bishop e6,
he's going
knight
to go
to
for long
c3.
castle. Oh no.
He short
no.
castled,
Short
knight
castles.
e2, and Magnus having no real center control is very
But
comfortable with
Sagar,
his
I have a
position.
question for you. Magnus has no center control. In fact, he doesn't even have space. Yet, why would the computer show this as slightly better for white? Can you please explain?
Because okay, he can take the center at any point with d4 and c4. Secondly, he has knight on f4, and thirdly, we have seen that these squares could become weak on this long diagonal. So I think overall white's position is quite easy to play, like knight f4, knight d3, knight e5, plonk the e5 square with his pawn. So
You mean the piece maneuvers are just flowing there?
yeah.
Okay, interesting. Nice. Amazing.
Okay, you can go and just talk about the game of Arjun. We'll be back in a second.
Oh,
You want
Arjun.
juice?
No, I don't want to. But you have it's in the fridge in the cup. C5 has been played here. Oops. Oh, bishop d2 says not a very good idea here. I mean, white, firstly, Arjun, why he did not play h5 is important because there is a direct threat of taking and a checkmate. So, what was the defense for h5? Queen f4 check. Maybe he did not like this move because he doesn't want to exchange the queens. And here, if he would go back, then after queen h6, bishop h6, he is attacking the rook, but the rook just moves. Maybe he doesn't like this queen exchange, so he goes he doesn't go h5, he goes bishop d2, where right now Liam has to find this move which can give him advantage. Guys, can you think of this move here for black? Can you think of this move?
तो इतना ही बचा है बाकी का इधर
मैंने पी लिया मुझे लगा तुमने भी पी लिया था हाँ बट there is something more. Wait, I'll bring. Oh yes, we have the suggestion here. By the way, guys, if you are saying c takes b4, then no, that is a blunder for a very, very specific reason. And the reason is that I am going to be threatening mate and I only need this knight out. I only need a knight out.
Oh, do you understand why he played bd2? Because
Dropping queen f4.
yeah,
Yeah, that I told.
if rook e1 takes queen d2, so he first went bd2, and now the best move here, guys, is d3. Jagmohan Mandre, well done. So now the main point here is if you go rook e1, queen d4 coming in here. That is the main point. This game is really heating up and Lei Kwong Liam finds d3. That's why he is such a great player. Amazing move. And now Arjun in a worse position, but the position is still complicated and Arjun will keep finding resources. Very quickly, let's go to Adhiban's game against Magnus. Adhiban has that kind of position which is very difficult to hold against Magnus Carlsen. because Magnus is just so good at such positions. You know, the way he maneuvers. Look at him, bishop d4. He wants to go here, queen b2. He will put pressure down the long diagonal, Amruta. Then knight f4. He can move his knight here. So, you know.
Yeah, not easy. Not easy. What about knight g4? He's going to try something like queen h5 or h5 h4. And his bishop on b8 then becomes a little bit of.
Do you think Adhiban will like sack like on f2 or something here?
No, yeah, right now everything is defended.
Because this is defended, yeah. But he might go knight e5 to h3. Going to Pragg's game. Actually, Pragg's position is very weird. Like he's defending with rook a7 and stuff like that. But actually, it's pretty okay when you are a pawn up.
Right. He's a pawn up. So it's okay.
Meanwhile, Arjun has pushed his pawn to...
I like this game, which is... I think this is the most interesting game which is going on. He played d3, kya, Sagar? So right now black has to find queen d4. Correct? Queen d4. And how should Arjun continue? Like, what is still the best for him
King
after
b1.
this? Queen takes
And the
d4
thing
would
is,
be lost, right?
if you take here, which looks very natural, then take here. And now if you take here,
correct.
It's mate. I mean, everything is lost because queen g6. There is this phenomenal move.
Bishop d3.
Rook h3 with the idea of rook g3. So you sack your
queen h6.
Bishop h6 and rook is attacked and check coming in.
Nice. Very nice.
So maybe after queen d4, king b1, you shouldn't take this pawn. You should play a3. At least a3 once, threatening this mate. Then opponent would go bishop c1 only move.
No, I was considering instead of a3, can you not go queen takes c4? Hg, queen c2 check. C2, no, but then after queen c2, no check.
Rook c1?
Yeah, no
or
check.
no check, queen d1 is hanging.
Oh, this is lost. Okay, a3.
Hans Niemann is worse, Amruta, against Wojtaszek.
Carlsen won?
No.
That's not true.
But his moves are definitely easy to play.
For white, right? Yeah, but it's a playable position still.
For Adhiban also, yeah.
Yeah.
But Adhiban
because at some point, the Magnus has to be careful about that structure on e3, f2, g3, h2. Ki kidhar se some sack should not be happening. That
way. And you
by the way, Vignesh says Ivanchuk is beating Anish. Did we check that game? Can we have both of them on the screen? If Ivanchuk is able to beat Anish, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Really crazy.
So everything was equal and nice. Then Anish made this huge mistake.
Knight d6 discovered attack. Why is it a huge mistake according to you?
bd3. And now it seems everything is good, but rook d1, d5 is hanging.
The knight on a5 doesn't do anything. In fact, he had this knight on e4, which was well placed, and that unnecessarily went to c4, and a5 is still doing nothing. Got it.
Actually, that two knights are fighting in life. So what happens is, guys, that sometimes in life you think, oh, this knight is getting a beautiful square. I should not give it to him. So I'll take this. So that's why you do this. But in the end, what happens is You are also in a wrong square. He's also on the wrong square,
Hmm.
and everything goes wrong. So better is in life to cooperate.
Yeah.
Oh,
Liam blundered. Sujit says Liam blundered. By the way.
oh, what happened?
Oh, big blunder.
Big blunder. A3, Bishop C1 happened, and he did play Queen C4. Amruta, your move. After
Why will he make my move? That's surprising.
Rook D3. Nice move by Arjun.
What did
And
he miss? I'm wondering.
well, the main point is that if you
Queen
take Queen takes
B4.
B4, there
Yeah.
is Rook B3. That's why Rook
No, if
here.
King A1, if we have, even if I go King A1 for Queen B4, still what's the problem?
Rook B8.
Now Rook B3, Queen D4. But he can't miss Rook B3. Come on, that's the most
No, I
natural
don't know
move.
what he missed, but
Queen
the
B4,
thing
Rook
is
B3,
that
Queen E4.
now
No, 1 second, Sagar. यहाँ पे important है. Queen B4, you go Rook B3. Did he see Queen E4 check?
BD3.
Still there is Bishop D3. It's very surprising. And did he by chance see Queen takes B3, AB3, A2? But there is no dark square bishop. Yeah, it's surprising what he missed. I can't guess it.
But both players are even not sure who's winning here. And now Arjun has to play H takes G6.
Most natural because you are threatening mate in one.
Yeah.
And what is the defense in fact? How do you
He'll
stop?
take here.
Bishop D3, Bishop D3, King A1, no check, Bishop G6. That's how you at least defend. And now Rook E1 is still a mate, no? Rook E1. How do you stop the G7 mate? Finish. Rook E6. You win the piece. Rook G8. Rook E7.
Yeah. Completely right.
Rook D8, Rook D1 main. But Rook D8 I can always go back. Rook E1. Yeah.
Great analysis.
Wow.
Look at Pragg now. Amruta, Pragg is totally better here.
So if Pragg beats Gelfand, he maintains the lead, right? In fact, he might be the sole leader then if he's able to beat.
Yeah, because Hans is losing. And meanwhile, Adhiban has just played his knight to E5.
Wow, he's slowly getting the
No, the
pieces towards the king.
But what I
Sagar.
don't like is that this structure is so rigid. You can't push
Yes.
any of this.
Doesn't matter. You don't care about the queen side.
You are saying
All you care about the king side.
like this.
Yeah.
And these two bishops
Or like
are actually
H4.
aiming at these squares could become
Yes.
something very important.
Oh. So somehow I'm liking Adhiban's position, yeah?
Knight G1 and Magnus, with his knights he's playing all sorts of weird moves, huh? First knight B1, knight E2 and now knight G2. Knight G1. Oh, and look at this, Amruta. He sacked the queen because after H takes G6, he saw no way forward. So he gave it up. And then F4 played by
Oh, he
Arjun.
went F4 because
Next move G4 and F5.
he wants the light square bishop so that at least his king on A1 is slightly out of the cage.
No, he mainly wants to checkmate him.
That's also true. We have another member for 9 months now. Backer of Indian chess says Arjun too strong.
Thank you,
HSI.
Sneha Sheesh.
Huh?
उल्टा पढ़ो उसका नाम.
Oh. Okay. Why Pragg didn't go for knight c3, bc3, bishop c3, rook b1, queen d4? 8th move. We will go into that. f4. Liam is still thinking. Can I go to another game?
Yeah. No, let's go to Pragg. Okay. And also Anish versus Ivanchu. So the Pragg game में Pragg has
Pragg has this outside pass pawn, the rook pawn against the knight जो आगे बढ़ते जाने वाला है अभी, not right now, immediately it's not happening, but soon with knight c6 and maybe the knight goes to b4. Doesn't seem dangerous. We'll come back to it. Yeah, you wanted to see Anish versus with what? Ivanchuk, right? You want to see Anish versus Ivanchuk? Yeah, he has lost the d5 pawn here, and also the same problem. The knight on a5 is doing nothing really. Ivanchuk is clearly better. Just too many holes in the position. Only thing is this bishop on b2 is a bad bishop. But if you compare these two, ठीक है अभी के लिए. And if you compare these two, this knight is clearly better than this knight. So that's where the advantage is. And
meanwhile, Amruta, look at how Magnus is continuing the game. He has played f4 here, pushing the knight away.
Oh.
Knight f3, h6,
rook e1, bishop d6. One second. King h7, rook g8 was, I was thinking, okay.
Maybe g5 will happen, Amruta, but
Yes.
right now Adhiban is worse against Magnus. Magnus is clearly better here.
But don't forget
Again,
that at
it's not
some
chosen.
point c5 could be a possibility for
c5
black.
d4.
Something. Have to keep in mind. Don't forget that. That's what I want to say. Oh, Arjun has played g4 now with the idea of f5. Bishop e4. Anything to take care here, Sagar, because if the rook comes to b4, then rook b1 is one mating.
Yeah, but we just move the bishop away.
No, he went f5. This is a nice move. You cannot take here. I mean, you can take here, but then f takes c6. So rook b4. Oh, queen h7, queen h8. Mate into Arjun. Wins the game. Very nice finish.
Beats Lei Kwang Liam and moves to his second victory of the day. Very complicated position, but Arjun proved to be the superior player here, beating Lei Kwang Liam and now moving to 4 out of 6. And now let's quickly turn our attention to the two Indian games that are going on. Firstly, Pragnananda versus Boris Gelfand, where Pragg has a very stable edge. He has to figure out what is the way in which he converts
But
this.
why do I feel that Pragg is slightly stressed? Because, you know, generally he's sitting calmly. Right now he's very much...
I'm not sure, I mean, why he's so stressed, but knight h4 has been played. I'll be back in a second. Huh?
Yes, Sagar. Queen f7 is what... Oops, sorry, 1 second. Is what Adhiban has played right now, supporting f5. He is going to be threatening g5. At which point he's going to go g5 is one question. We have to see. That's why when he went queen e7 at that point of time itself, maybe rook g8 would have been a better idea. e4. Oh, Magnus has taken a central break. Like after 30 moves, we have white's pawn in the center. क्या हो रहा है? What is the calculation? It is going to lead to some complications. So it's a good thing for Adhiban, I believe. Takes. But oh, here Magnus is an intermediate move. f5 is very important, very strong. Because otherwise, right now, if you see the pawn cannot be captured back. Rook has to go to e7. That's the only move. I mean, otherwise you don't want to give the exchange sacrifice. But then when you go there, anyway, knight g6. So Adhiban is going to lose an exchange. There will be slight compensation because rook e7, knight will attack the rook. You can take this pawn. Knight takes the rook, rook takes the knight. So there is some compensation because you will retain this pawn here and g3 will be weak, but would not be so enough, because as Sagar has mentioned again and again, this structure here is uh, not at all good or going to give you any compensation. So that's about Adhiban's game. Arjun's game ended in very much of a style, and Pragnananda versus Gelfand right now, Rook d4 has been played. Pragg is thinking. He has his time management here is amazing. 6 minutes he has in hand. Position is clearly better. Boris has 2 minutes. So at least there is no time pressure stress. How about, do you want to exchange the knights? No, generally you don't want to go into the rook endgame, so you would avoid. The other way could be to go knight c6 here and to ask what is the rook going to do. Have to leave the d file. e5 was also hanging, and then maybe to change the plan to put more pressure on e5, provoking him to play f4, also weakening this 7th rank, and now going rook d8. This kind of sounds good for Pragnanda. I want to see how he is going to continue, whether he is going to play knight c6 or knight e6 here, or is he going to just start bringing his king, because as we know, king is a piece in the center. And what's happening in the chat? Oh, Joy Datta, welcome to the pillar of Indian chess. Wow, it's been so long. We have a lot of members who became members at a very beginning. So YouTube blocked my payment, almost broke my 20-month streak. Oh, 20 months. Yeah, there you are. That's such a long streak. Amazing, Joy. Thank you so much. Adhiban sacked a rook. Okay, let's again quickly go to Adhiban's game here, because he was losing an exchange. So what happened? F5. He decided to play rook f6. This way he decided to give the exchange sack, because exchange to jana hi tha. And in fact, Magnus should not have captured with his bishop. He should have simply continued recapturing the pawn and not cared for this rook, because it is anyway trapped. At a later point, it would be a good idea to take it. But Magnus just simply captured, which is a great news for Adhiban. Oh, wow. Queen f6. So first of all, guys, very important threat black has. Can you spot the threat? Can you spot the threat? Be alert. Let me see who is the first one to give the answer. अरे क्या बात है. कुणाल गुप्ता, मीत शाह, अनिकेत विश्वकर्मा, श्रेयस गोखले, slightly scatty, Kalpesh, amazing. You guys are alert. Queen h4 is the threat, because there is a pin down here. So this is a very important factor. Suddenly, maybe Magnus just missed it. For a moment, it's possible. So, but how do you save the knight? Because if you go knight g6 over here, now suddenly this knight goes to c5. Remember, b4 is gone. First move, second move pe ho gaya tha. So this knight cannot be kicked away. Now bishop is going to come out. Bishop f5. This knight is going to be in the trouble. You are going to have such a beautiful pawn here. And g3 weakness exists. It would have been amazing position for Adhiban. So what he played was bishop e4. Nevertheless, Adhiban went with knight c5, attacking the bishop on e4. The point is, of course, over here, if you play queen h4, the problem is queen d6. So queen h4, not immediately, but this was the threat. So bishop e4, knight c5. Magnus has to move the bishop d3 most probably, or bishop f3, because if you go bishop d3, then there is no more queen d6. But if you play queen h4, then there is a disco. The disco, exactly. Going to get a bit complicated, but the good news is Adhiban is getting his chances. And this has happened, guys. This is happening on the board, I think. 1 second. Yes, yes. No, he played bishop f3. And Adhiban went rook d8 with the threat of another disco bishop g3 check. Queen b4, there is a discovered attack. Again here knight d3 with a fork. Should be good for Adhiban. Definitely he will go for it. In the meantime, we are gonna have a quick look at Pragnanda's game. Oh, a lot of moves have happened and it is gone to rook endgame. Let me not go back. But beautiful pawn, and most important rule in rook endgame is, guys, what? Can you tell me? One of the most important rules in rook endgame. By the way, big result. Ivanchuk has beaten Anish Giri. That's a very big result. It's completely amazing form, Ivanchuk. Oh wow, so many people. I'm so happy to see this. So happy to see this. Rook behind a pawn. Rook behind a pawn. Kalpesh, Doctor Strange, Omkar, and many others. Very right, guys. Rook behind a pawn is a stress-free life. ये है जो बंदा वो stress लेगा. Rook on a1, not these two. So f4 here, and soon you can just start rolling with this pawn. You can bring the king. Pragnananda is completely safe. There's no jhol which can happen. So clearly nothing to worry. It would be very nice to see how the game also continues, how he's going to finish. But before that, let's have a look at the few. Knight d3 was played. He goes queen g4. Adhiban takes back, and now exchange the material which he was down, he has regained. So how is the new material? 5 pawns versus 5 pawns. Double bishop advantage with Adhiban. He plays bishop e5. This is isolated. This is isolated. So pawns are weak here. But this bishop on c8 is nice. It is on his own. It is at his home. Work from home चल रहा है उसका. f5 पे पूरा pressure है. So that is like many of you, work from home. Rook e2. Magnus stops rook d2. Adhiban has 30 seconds. Time is not too much under pressure. Should be manageable. Bishop e5 के बदले he had a better move. Adhiban had a move bishop c7 because a5 was weak, but he decided to go bishop e5. Rook e2. AD is low on time slightly, but can AD beat Magnus? Already the position he has got was great. King g8. Why does he go king g8? What was he fearing here? He could have thought of bishop c3. The main point is a5 is weak. Go for the weakness. That was important. Are they going to repeat queen g4, king g8? Or will Magnus try to find some other move? Maybe Magnus will try to go bishop h5, bishop g6 because this king is slightly weak. You can see there are 2 pawns sheltering the king. Whereas for white, there are these 2 and the 3rd pawn also exists. Though the 7th rank and the 8th rank are weak, it's still not so clear how do we reach there. ठीक है, क्या करें? until he is able to get the pawn, until he is able to get these pawns out and these light squares. It's not so easy with this knight sitting here and guarding the f5 pawn. Not so easy. Now the bishop comes here. Bishop g6 check. Queen e4. Oh, is there a mate? Queen e8 check. There is queen f8. But yeah, bishop d7. Slightly safe. He still has to defend. Not so easy because of the king. Very quickly going to Pragnanda's game. Oh, rook f8. ये king की हालत देखो. This check would be a mate, right? That's the threat. A one move mate has been threatened. Gelfand has to save this. There is no way to save. Resign is going to be incoming. What a brilliant game by Pragnananda. No chance to Boris. Yes, and the game is over. Gelfand has resigned. Pragnananda has beaten Boris Gelfand and he goes most probably to a sole lead. It all depends on what happens to Hans' game. But if Hans has not won his game, then Pragnananda is the sole leader after beating Boris Gelfand. Brilliant. Let's now focus on Adhiban's game versus Magnus Carlsen. Guys, that is one of the most interesting, but Pragg OP ho jaye chat mein. Bishop d7, queen b4, c5. Oh, Adhiban finds this move c5 because queen c5. Then there is bishop b5. This bishop suddenly becomes active. So Magnus takes the pawn here. Queen d6. Again, oh, Adhiban missed this. Bishop b5 was an important move which would have given him such a huge advantage. It would have given him a big advantage. But TK, he missed it. And if the rook would be saved somewhere, then the main thing is the queen could try to come. Yeah, queen could have been very active. The e file is lost, basically. That was the whole point. Adhiban went queen d6 here, threatening queen g3, queen f3. Now bishop c6, queen e3, queen d1. Threatening mate in 1. Magnus goes knight g2, rook f8. Oh, let's go to the game because I think a lot of moves have happened. Adhiban is lost here because he's an exchange down and very nice counter-attacking move. If you take the queen, he takes the queen and then these pawns are weak. I'm just going to go back to the point where the main mistake happened, but oh, he lost. And Magnus is not happy. He's like, it went into a lot of complications which he did not really imagine. So what really changed here, guys? Queen d1 he played, knight g2, and rook f8 was the move which was not an ideal move. Adhiban had to attack this rook at some point. Because this rook, if you look at the rook, it was controlling one of the most important file, which was e file, which was not letting black's major pieces enter there, and it was also controlling the key file, which was key rank, which was the 7th rank. So this rook was the superman in the position. That's why bishop b5 was such a key, because the rook had to either leave the e file or the 7th rank. And that was important. He played rook f8 here. So after rook f8, f6 came as a tactical blow. Very nice move, because if you take with the rook, then there is a mate here. Queen e8 check, bishop e8, rook e8. This would be a mate. You cannot take here. If you take with the pawn, then there is queen h6 and it's a mate. So this move is what Adhiban missed. f6. Queen d6. Otherwise he would not play rook f8. And then f6 is just completely lost. Queen d6 takes. I mean, you will try to play some moves, but this king is super exposed, whereas this king remains safe. There is no time to get queen d5 also, threatening anything. This knight controls. Oh, it was a very, very sad thing, because very, very well played by Adhiban. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Oh, wait. So that was it, guys. We had a few games right now. Pragnananda's game was very interesting. Let me just show you some standings here. Oh god, I should have asked Sagar which button for what. Got it. Yay! Pragg is the sole lead with 9 points, and second is Magnus Carlsen. 7 points. 2 points difference we have there. Arjun has jumped to third place. Wow, that's cool, on 6 points. And then there is Ivanchuk reaching the fourth spot. Oh my god, this guy. Hans on fifth place. Wojtaszek is playing a very good tournament. And then Vincent also on 5 points. Aronian on 5. Duda and Navara on 4 each. Liam on 2. Anish on 2. Anish is having a very... I mean, we can't say bad tournament because he lost just one game right now. Adhiban on 1. Christoph Sharich on 1. And Gelfand has to still score a point. So it's a very tough tournament going on for him. We have to see in the next one what happens. So those were the standings, guys. Pragnanda is leading. Can he win this tournament is the question. Today, yes, Sagar had a very, very tough and a long day. I mean, not tough for him, but he had very nice interviews, a lot of interviews, in fact, and with, I think, Ilam Parthi, with Murli Karthikeyan, Arjun's parents, and one or two more. So it was a very continuous day for him, back to back interviews and everything. So I was happy that he survived 3 rounds. I was expecting him to survive only 1 round, in fact. So it's good that he's taking some rest. We will decide before the last round, at which point we will wake him up. Okay, guys. In the meantime, let me know what's up with you all, because we are here together in the chat after a long time. So what are your current ratings, chess ratings? How has been your progress in the last 6 months? सब कुछ तो हो गया. Olympiad हुआ, death match हुआ, a lot of other tournaments happened. So how has been your progress on the rating front, guys? 1560, 1630, minus 100, plus 100. हाँ, ये important है, whether minus or plus, because I wouldn't know your ratings. 1800, 1000. Can't go over 1700. Ashok is saying. Ashok, where are you getting stuck? Is it the same issue? Have you tried to analyze? Anda Burger minus 200. Arey, Vijay Palacios is 1600 to 2000. That is a huge leap. Very nice. Congrats. Sagar Malik from 600 to 1600. 1000 points. ओहो, क्या बात है. Plus 400. Yeah, plus 200. Viraj Singh says I reached 1652 and yesterday I drew against 2013 in an OTB. So gained 100 points. Beautiful. 650 I am a noob. बढ़ जाएगा बढ़ जाएगा. 1550 very steady progress plus 350 in last 6 months says Rajdeep Ghosh. Very nice. देवशी सुपाते से पिछले 1 साल से बुलेट की लत लग गई, अब रैपिड शुरू करना है वापस, वो टफ हो रहा है. यस प्लीज यू हैव टू. Oh, why do I have these people here? 1 second. Let me just. Oops, मैंने अरे बार बार मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. यही प्रॉब्लम है. देखो मैंने सागर से पूछना चाहिए था कैमरा किधर है. एक्स्ट्रा मेहनत करना पड़ा ना. Can't go above 1700. 1400 में stuck. Don't have time to play more chess. वो वाला stuck अलग है. टाइम नहीं है इसके लिए. That's fine. Guys, 3 minutes to go for the next round to begin. 3 minutes.
Magnus won.
Magnus won, but Sagar, Adhiban had got such a great position.
He was winning.
Adhiban had got advantage.
Wow.
So,
Really?
yes, exactly. So at this point, actually, he got a decent position. But anyway, let me just take a few moves forward. At this point of time, Queen b7. Adhiban could have played a bishop b5 and attacked the e2 rook. Asked him a question. 7th rank चाहिए या e5 चाहिए?
He missed it, huh?
He didn't play it. Because यहाँ पे if you take queen c7, then you take, this is clearly better for you with exchange up. And if you don't take, what's your plan? You have to keep rook f2 or something. And then you lose the e file, basically. That's bishop g3 is also the threat. This was a chance, but he played queen d6. Okay, the game could have still continued. But यहाँ पे knight g2 आया. And this is, 1 second, what did you see the move? Don't see the move. What should white play?
F6.
Yeah, this is what I think he missed. Because if you take with the rook, e8 पे mate, pawn से लिया तो h6 पे mate. Okay. So 1 minute to go. Let's have the people on the screen. And Sagar, I had asked a lot of people ki, how has been your progress in the last 6 months related with the chess rating. So a lot of people had a huge leap as well in their rating. Some few people are stuck. Mr. Guitarist says I am stuck at 1300 as I am stuck with only queen's pawn opening and very difficult for me to try new openings. Why is it very difficult to try new openings? Because of result, right?
Did you show them the standings?
Yeah, I showed them. Pragnanda is the sole leader. Isn't that amazing?
Followed
by Magnus. And who is number 3?
Hans.
No.
Arjun.
Yes. Games have started. It's lagging. No, it's fine now. Yeah, so Shaurya, do not worry about your result. Try new openings, bindast. First 10 games you will lose, it's okay. आदित्य शर्मा says सुबह हो गई मामू. Hey, what's the knight doing on a3?
I'm just trying to find where Christopher was.
He's in US. How will you find him?
Adhiban versus Anish Giri.
Oh, Are, you know what? Ivanchuk beat Anish.
He won?
Yes. And you know what? Even Boris has to score to get out of that 0 points. He's in a difficult state in that sense. Game start हो गई है. By the way, Pragnananda played on move number 2. Guess what?
Knight c3.
Yeah, and then how did the... Oh. It's the Jobawa variation, no?
Jobawa London.
Jobawa London. Christopher Yu. Can you tell something about him? Apart from that, he's from USA.
Christopher Yu is actually a very talented youngster, and also he's very well known for composing studies.
Oh.
So,
but he looks very young.
Yeah, he's actually just 15 if I'm not wrong. 15-year-old, but he's one of the best sort of study creators.
Wow, there are not many
At a very young age.
top level chess players who are very actively playing and so young who are already composing.
Yeah.
That I know
of. By the way, Arjun Erigasi has played
Oh shit.
Arjun Erigasi Amruta has played the
Sicilian knight up. No, dragon. Bishop e2 line. Bishop e2 line should be comfortable for Arjun. But David is of course very strong.
He could have played d5, no, here. But he played...
But anyway, bishop e2 is not of worry, right?
Yeah, but still.
Just a6, maybe b5.
Let's go to the game of Adhiban and Anish Giri. d4 by Anish, f5 by Adhiban.
Adhiban has decided f5 for this tournament, it seems.
h6, bishop h4, g5,
What?
e3. No, actually he should come here. Provoke
But
f4 and then e3.
Wow. Nice.
g3, c5, c3, queen b6, knight d2, cd, knight f6.
Do you think this is like a opening preparation or it's more like original game which is happening right now?
I think most likely it's an original game, but Adhiban is playing quickly and...
Yeah, he has 15 minutes in hand after playing such a line.
No, I mean, this is just quite a comfortable position for white. He's just going to put his knight, castle. Looks great.
But you know what? In the last game, Adhiban created a lot of pressure on Magnus in spite of anything. So we can't say for sure that even if it looks bad, practically if it is really bad.
That is true.
Rachit says Vaishali also played against bishop e2 line in the dragon but opted d5 and made a comfortable draw against Lano in the first round of Grand Prix. Nice update.
Yeah, true. Meanwhile, Pragnananda is slightly worse against Christopher Yu. Black's position looks very comfortable, in fact, with all these nice center control, developed pieces. So
But
nice.
Abir, it's a good question he has posed. A4. What are you going to do with the b5 pawn?
B4. No,
No, you
B4
lose the
is
pawn.
CB.
Bishop c6 you want to go? But then I would consider AB or DC and b4. I like this move.
What?
And if a4, I like the move. c4 he goes.
Meanwhile, Bishop D3 पे
f5 मर रहा है ना अभी. How does he save? e6. If he plays e6, looks ugly, I know that. Or d6. Oh, d5 only. Sorry. Because you stop white c4.
even this is possible, no, Amruta? Then you can go knight E2.
Yeah, the light squares are very weak.
Yeah.
Too weak. How is he even managing to play this, yeah, Sagar?
Who?
Adhiban? I mean, it still requires a lot of courage to
Yeah,
accept
he
these
just-
kind of weaknesses
said that-
against such strong players.
I'm going to play this way because this is how I know how to play chess. I should be true to myself. That's the thing.
स्कोर्स बता दो एक बार, बोल रहे हो सब. एक सेकंड के लिए दिखा दो अभी. मैंने बहुत कम टाइम दिखाया था.
Two Indians and Magnus sandwiched between them.
Yeah. Yeah. So bishop d3, I think most logical move is d5 so that you defend f5 and you also stop the future e4 breaks. I don't see any other option here which is decent enough. So that's how Adhiban is going to continue with. Going to, by the way, just going to Boris is black here. Pragnananda's game. He's gone knight d2. Kind of reminds a little bit about like French with this structure, but the pawn is on e3. So at some point, can white get e4?
Very
That's
tough.
all.
Because
Yeah.
three black
But he
pieces.
started planning that, I think, with knight d2. No?
Three black pieces are already looking at that square.
Yeah. So do you want to play f? So how many moves you will need? One is f3. One is maybe queen e1 or rook e1 and moving the bishop if you want to go e4. But by the time, let's not forget, even black can aim for e5. So basically it's a fight who gets e4 or e5 first. Huh, Sagar? Who gets
No,
e4?
I don't think black is aiming for e5, no?
No?
Maybe black will be aiming for...
B.
Yeah, possible.
Black could aim for e5.
But
It's
e5,
possible.
yeah.
So bishop d6. Pragnanda has 12 minutes. He's still thinking. Yeah,
Let's look
okay.
at Arjun's game.
But only thing before I go there, if white goes f3, one of the problem is after queen c7.
H3.
Here there is some weakness which is happening. And you may not like this even if you get e4.
Also, you're not getting now because the knight is unpinned.
Yeah, that's true. So it's not easy.
B3
Pragnanda
played
has
well.
to has to find some strategic ideas. b3, he's intending if c takes b3, knight takes b3. This is hanging, and now after b takes a4, rook takes a4. Maybe he's planning to put all the pressure here. But the c3 is going to be a backward pawn on the open file. Well, let's have a look at this game again later. It's not going to be very easy. Arjun's game. No, this is Adhiban's game. He has
played
played
your
d5,
move.
by the way. It was... No, he has not.
No, he played, no?
Okay, he has played d5. Arjun's game, na? Once again, with whom? Oh, yeah. We left at rook fd1, rook c8, f3, knight e5, knight b3. He goes a6. Now b5 is coming, so a4, b5 stopped. Knight c4. You don't want to give your dark square bishop, of course. So bishop takes c4, rook takes c4, and a5. There is a very strong bind. b5 is not going to be possible, but a5 is always going to be needed to be watched upon. It could become a weakness. Queen c7, bishop b6, queen b8. And now this knight comes back to d4.
Rook
Black is going to double the rooks without any doubt. Rook c1 and bishop b8. Now the idea is
97. Yeah.
knight d7. This will be attacked. There will be pressure
he was
here.
Knight d5.
Oh, but knight d7.
Take. No, e7 is again. Yeah, take.
Take.
And now wait. Can we do something special here? This is the moment actually, Amruta. If something exists.
This is weak. And I cannot attack it immediately. Can I think of an exchange sacrifice, man? Rook c5. Bishop c5. Maybe not enough. Maybe too soon. What else can I think of?
Rook 8 c5. Amruta, what a move.
Is it good?
Yeah, if you play
I was
bishop
thinking-
takes and now d takes.
And then if the knight moves, let's say to b3.
Now bishop e5.
Oh, bishop e5 is very strong. This is very typical because right now bishop f4 is a very strong threat as well. And you don't want to save your exchange because bishop h2 would be a completely huge disaster if I'm not right.
Even the rook can swing over to h4.
Lot of ways. Nice.
But did he play it once again? No, Arjun is thinking. David Navara has played. So after knight d5, Arjun is still thinking for his move. I think he will take here. That's obvious. But here, will he spot this move? Rook 8 c5. That is a key move.
I think he will. I mean, because I spotted that move. And that seems a very natural move to consider initially.
No, you can consider, but then you might give it up.
You might give it up. That's the question. Let's see. Very nice move. I think it's a book move in that sense. By the way, we have Stephen, who has become the member for 4 months, and he says Pragg OP. Backer of Indian Chess. Thank you so much, Stephen. By the way, I missed a lot of chat, guys. Very sorry. I was busy analyzing. So now I'll be again looking at
d5, h4 played by Anish, knight to c6, hg, takes, and this is the position on the board. The last time Anish and Adhiban, I think, played online, it was Adhiban who won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
in the same Champions Chess Tour?
By playing b3, I think. And then we had made some kind of a video saying journey of a tweet.
But this seems like Adhiban has kind of got still slightly, defendable position, because earlier it felt quite worse. Don't you think so, Sagar?
Yeah.
With the rooks on h-file being exchanged, it seems safer for Adhiban. Yes. I'm going to the
Arjun game.
Arjun
He finds
games.
it. He finds Rook 8 c5, guys.
Wow.
Arjun OP in the chat. Beautiful move. He's cut the bishop circulation towards the knight. There's no defense there. So now taking on c5 might make sense. Also, knight b3 is possible. You can see David Navara on the top of your screen. He's definitely worried. Meanwhile, Adhiban yawning, tired. This time is not easy for Indians to play at 12:45 in the night. Not easy, but still.
Yeah. And guys, very important thing which you should remember in Sicilian is the dark square bishop is generally very powerful. So you will get to consider such moves where you can give the rook, the exchange basically for this bishop. Those are the moments when you can pause and think a little deeper. Many times you do get very good compensation, especially in such a kind of position. So rook c5 is brilliant. Definitely a book move. If it was like black to play and positional sacrifice you had to find, such a move improves your positional understanding deeply.
Yeah. Amruta, let's go and see the game of Pragnananda versus Christopher Yu.
Okay, by the way, just a few moves have happened.
No, that's not happened.
Okay, that's not happened.
That's my analysis.
Sorry.
Pragnananda versus Christopher Yu.
Oh, and we have the new latest member, Hussein Paik. He's the backer of Indian chess. Thank you so much,
Thank you, Hussein.
for becoming the member. And Vivasman Damle as well, member for 22 months, pillar of Indian chess. Oh wow, that's a very long streak. He says, hi Sagar Bhai and Amruta, how are you both? Love the 1 million journey video. One question, which are your favorite non-chess sportsmen? One or more, since Federer recently retired. Federer was definitely one of our favorite sportsmen. And I share the birth date also with Federer. So, definitely. But apart from that, Sagar will definitely have a few. I don't really follow cricket.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Any sports as such.
I think Federer was one. Badminton I like. So there are a few like Saina Nehwal, Sindhu. These are also chess Super League. Saina was there, so she was one of definitely our favorite. And also I think cricket mein everyone likes Virat Kohli, and also I think I like his dedication towards the sport. Mahendra Dhoni's calmness, coolness. So yeah, these are a few of the people. I can't think right now, but I might have more. Meanwhile, Pragnananda is in a very
tough situation as expected. But how did the game go? Like last very few moves quickly, if you could.
No, I showed like AB. He then took DC and exchanged the bishops. Knight D5, C3 is weak. He had to play a little passively. Meanwhile, Amruta, look at what has happened in the game of Arjun. Arjun Arigasi has gone.
Let's look
Bishop
at this game
C5 he took.
It's very
C5.
Okay.
Knight B3. And now he's taken on B2 first.
B2?
The idea is to come back and attack here and swing the rook over. But
and what they can always remember, Sagar, is this queen on B8. It is eyeing that H2 point. Bhulna nahi kabhi.
right. So Queen E2 puts pressure here. Amruta, now this bishop can jump to B5.
हाँ तो कर दो ना.
वही सोच रहा है अर्जुन. I think Arjun's only move here. Okay, Arjun can
No,
go
if he goes rook
H4.
h4, then what is the problem?
G3.
Forced rook h5 now. C3 से trap हो रहा है क्या by chance? Oh, okay. So it's precise, right? He won't give that e7 pawn. Question is, if he goes bishop b5, still e7 is hanging, correct? C1 is also hanging there. I'm a little bit confused. वहाँ पे भी C1 hanging था ना? In that last position which you showed.
कहाँ पे?
यहाँ पे rook h4, g3, rook h5, queen e7, bishop takes c1. What is the problem?
Yeah, now.
Okay, equal material, but the d pawn is a pass pawn. Got it.
Meanwhile, let's go to Adhiban versus Anish Giri. After we saw HG, rooks were traded, knight to f3, g4, knight h4 was played, not knight e5. h4, knight e4, knight takes, pawn takes.
Suddenly black structure is really good, yeah?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Bishop e2.
Actually, what Adhiban is trying to prove here by playing the Dutch is saying that no matter how much my position is worse, I will always get my chance against whoever it is. So I'm going to continue this, especially in rapid games.
Because it is his style. Like he gets the space. Maybe you like space. When you are an aggressive player, generally you like that. And he's more comfortable into that. And the opponents are little bit intimidated, maybe. Sagar? It is so interesting that with Magnus and with Anish, both top class players, playing such a bad opening in that sense, in comparison, he's still able to get a decent position in the middle game with black. No? Very interesting. Really brave. Srinath Narayanan in the chat. He says AD playing Dutch against a Dutchman.
Oh, that's why. Nice, Srinath. It's a good observation. I remember once I was in Vienna and you often forget it. And I played d4 as white. My opponent played knight f6. I played c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3. My opponent took. After some point, I realized he's playing the Vienna. Yeah, in Vienna.
Oh,
And you remember once I had prepared from black d4 f5.
Yeah, some
In
crazy
and
line.
I
I think it
played
was
it
in
in
Poland.
Leiden,
Leiden, huh?
in Dutch, in the Netherlands.
You were black. I
So this
remember
is-
once your opponent played f5 and it was a crazy line
Hmm.
in Poland, maybe.
Oh,
Srinath
meanwhile,
says PS AD playing bad opening isn't news.
oh, by the way, what Arjun has done here after bishop b2, queen e7 is he's taken on c1. So maybe this bishop was worth perhaps slightly more than this rook even. So queen f4 with the idea of coming back to e5 made a lot of sense there. And if he played here, now you take, so you've gained a tempo. But he took, rook takes, queen f4, d6, and
All
now
about
rook
dark
d.
squares, yeah?
Look at this move, Amruta. Rook d4. I mean, Arjun,
Another exchange sacrifice.
you can't take because this is hanging.
And d6 is hanging. So
Yeah.
you're losing the pawn because knight
Yeah.
c5 you cannot take, c1 is hanging.
Yeah. No, maybe d7 take
d7.
and queen c5 is what will happen. But then
But then black
bishop is
pieces are
superior to the knight. Pawns are slightly weak. So they are looking promising for Arjun to convert one more game here.
brilliant. By the way, we have another new member and pillar of Indian chess, Kalol Baidya.
Thank
you
you.
so much. Today we have had a lot of new members.
Boris
Boris
has
again
lost,
in
yeah,
trouble,
all
yeah?
3 games.
Not easy.
And
What about Magnus?
Magnus is winning against Lei Kwong Liam.
Rook endgame.
Yeah. And Adhiban's greedy strategy now. He has taken on b2, then bishop f6, then taken on a2. So he's now pawn up. Actually, he's 2 pawns up. And his queen may also go back here to kind of defend everything. And he's just totally winning. I mean, totally better.
How does Anish get compensation? Does he go d5 looks really bad because of knight e5? But that knight on h4, is he planning to come into the game? या उधर ही रहना है? What is Anish's plan? Anish's plan? Any ideas, Sagar?
Yeah, he can bring his knight like this. Or bring his knight like here.
But
So
knight को
I
तो
like
जाना ही है.
Anish's position overall from a perspective of a rapid game because he has no real weaknesses. Yes, he has two less pawns. Lesser the pawns, lesser the weaknesses. But but still, I mean, his position has potential.
Yeah, black cannot develop the c8 bishop because b7 is hanging. If he cannot develop c8 bishop, then rook a8 का तो has to be asked na. What are your plans?
Right. So let's go and quickly check the game of Arjun, by the way. Because his opponent, here, Arjun has played g3. I mean, opponent played g3 takes and now bishop c6. Oh, this Arjun will convert Amruta. This endgame. This is just, although could be within the drawing realms here, I think Arjun will be able to convert it.
Yeah.
Also, let's
no doubt.
quickly go to the game of Pragg. Pragg versus Christopher.
Sagar,
Pragg has fought back.
one question to you. Mohit Godara says my rating is 1200 and I love to play chess and want to become a good player like 1800. But problem is I am a lawyer and I have less time to prepare. Can 2 hours
Problem is you
for
are lawyer.
can 2 hours for daily is enough?
Yeah, I think it depends on the type of practice you do. Because 2 hours of practice with your phone on, with your with talking to others, with distractions, not enough. But if you do deliberate practice, which is switching off your phone, trying to push yourself, trying to calculate, completely focused in the moment, maybe 2 hours is good enough.
Yeah, intense practice. Yes, Sagar? Intense practice.
Meanwhile, Anish has pushed his pawn to d6, but the engines don't like this move at all. They suggest
Isn't he
something
having a
like this.
direct threat? Bishop e5 and bishop. No, not a direct threat. Bishop c4 तो आ ही नहीं रहा.
Yeah, for now it seems like after knight d3, knight c4, all of this are in favor of
Adhiban.
He is better and can beat Anish Giri if you can look on your screen. Adhiban is super focused in spite of it being 1 a.m. in the night. And also look at this move that Magnus has played here. He's taken on a4 and he's set up a disco here. If you play this, then check and you lose the rook. And so here Le Kong Liam might just resign the game. And also very quickly going to Arjun's game back. We are now into a rook end game. Oh, this serious advantage because the pawn is on f3, Amruta. If the pawn was back on f2, this is a theoretical draw.
Okay,
Because
so
of-
because of f3, you think this is winning? Only that reason?
Yeah, I mean, not winning, but definitely much more chances to put pressure here. Because
Oh.
let's say the king can't come up.
Yeah, rook c8 check and rook a8, let's say I go. Or okay, he plays h4, h5, nice. King g7. You want to go king g7? No, I will take my pawn till a3 without any doubt. This king is cut off. So you want to, if you start going to b1, Sagar,
No, then all the pawns will be lost.
then these will be lost. So that is not a possibility. So this should be technically winning. Arjun will show us how. I mean, we will also see how. Okay. Yeah, he went king f1, a5.
I'm very interested in this
predicted.
endgame actually
Yeah,
to see if black
it's
can
very
convert this
instructive.
or not. Okay, very quickly, Amruta, let's start switching now.
Okay.
Let's have
Let
the
me just-
last 10 minutes, which is very energetic. Let's have a warm and energetic.
Warm and energetic commentary. Okay, paka. Let's done.
Christopher Yu versus Pragnananda. Pragg has played his rook to e2 here. Clearly, black has a very tight grip on the position. If you look at the knight, the bishop here, the rooks here. But these are the kinds of positions that Pragnananda is able to outsmart his opponents. But here there's a tactic, and if Christopher is alert, he can find it. Rook knight c3. Because now if you take on b7, there is knight e2 check and you lose. So that's the reason why you might take with the knight. But once you take with the knight, bishop f3, gf3, and your a3 knight could hang. So you take with the queen. But here comes b4, once again hitting the queen and the knight. So these are all the tactics, but nothing of that sort has happened. g4 played. Pragg can now just take here and still be in the game. Black is better, but he plays bishop d5 instead of. A better idea could have been to take with the knight. He takes with the bishop, rook b2 on the board. Okay, quickly let's go to Arjun Erigasi's board, and here David Navara trying to create play with this very interesting idea of g4, because his plan is that if after hg fg he can quickly create a passer with h5 and so on, or you take and create a weakness on the h5 square. This is also an idea in the position. So Arjun is actually taking his time. He has 8 minutes 45 seconds, a lot of time to figure out what needs to be done. Meanwhile, Adhiban Bhaskaran in this position seems to have lost a bit of his edge, because after bishop b5 here, d6, he took the pawn. As we said, there were 2-3 good moves, knight c4, knight d3, but in the end he took rook c1, queen a5, queen d5 check, and now king g1. So Anish slowly showing Adhiban that look, your position has too many weaknesses here and could become something very difficult to hold for you in spite of having the 2 extra pawns. And Magnus has won his game, by the way, guys. So that's good news for Magnus fans. Meanwhile, Arjun just ignores the sort of standoff on the king side here and is slowly starting to bring his king into the position. And now Pragnananda has gone knight to c2. He wants to put his knight on b4, which is a good idea because then he blocks it. I don't still completely agree with the assessment here that black is totally better.
Yes, I'm also wondering how and why. Or is it the queen a g2 pawn is weak, Sagar? I was just thinking.
Possible. Knight e1.
But then you can't go knight b4, right? And block it.
Correct.
By the way, Manasvi Mishra, member for 15 months, pillar of Indian chess, says Pragg and Arjun will keep blazing. Get enough rest, Sagar bhai. We need you healthy.
Yeah, I'm fine. Queen d8. Queen d8 back, attacking this knight here. Now the knight is actually losing the squares or not, because then, but the main point is that it's not hanging, guys. So after take, queen
No,
takes,
take
maybe
bishop e5 check, maybe bishop e5 check. Or
d, queen e5.
No, I mean, I'm asking.
Let's say, for example, you play bishop a4 with the idea of bishop b3. Now, if I take, then you take, right? Because if you take bishop e5, d e5,
Queen e5.
queen e5, bishop f6.
I'm just a piece down. No,
Yeah.
Not okay. This
It's
simplification.
still playable, but
c7 looks dangerous for black.
even here,
Bishop e8. Still, how black is holding? Yeah, it's for what? What will you play? King h6, queen h2 check. Am I not gonna mate you? I'm so surprised.
and yes, you can play g3, trying to win here, but then I can take your rook. So it's not so trivial, yeah, Amruta. Defensive things do exist, and Anish is low on time. He's played bishop to c4 in the position. Okay. And now Adhiban has to trust his instincts and chop this knight, because it's never easy to actually go for something that your opponent also thinks that is bad and has just played bishop c4 to stop it.
Hey, Srinath had written black to play and win in Arjun's game.
When?
Billy Paresh.
Oh.
Ooh, nice, we missed it.
Oh.
He's gone crazy, guys.
What a move. What a move. Because
Four
if
square.
this takes, then this. What, 4 square?
Four square.
King here. King g8. Badhiya.
-50.
No, it's winning, it's winning.
It
All
is
good. All good.
G5. You have to remember such a move. Whenever there are these 3 pawns, always consider a move which creates
Just think
a
about
threat,
it
na?
like,
Comes many times.
think about it like this. This guy and this guy are fighting. Suddenly this guy comes up and he's like, अरे क्या मेरा दोस्त के साथ झगड़ रहा है क्या? तू क्या? No? So black is like, अरे this guy says, आना यार fight करने को. This is like, रुकना यार, तू कर. Like king f8. अरे भाई आना ठीक है भाई यार. Like fight ना. Coming at the right time is important, Amruta.
Yes.
Take.
Coming at the right time in your life is important. गलत टाइम पे सही आदमी भी गलत लगता है.
Resign.
वाह, what a finish, Arjun. OP.
Arjun, after losing first game, winning all 3 games. क्या ही बंदा. Great mental strength, Amruta. He has.
No, he played a brilliant game, yeah. That rook c5 move changed everything, and the way he controlled the dark squares. This was a game of dark squares, guys. The understanding will improve crazily if you just study this game move by move. जो बोल रहा था ना lawyer, you have 2 hours. Just study this game for 2 hours well. These games can be really useful.
Now look at Anish, how he's got his rook in.
Oh, this looks so
king
scary.
h6.
King h6 already blunder. With the king such
King
exposed,
h8
it's
was the
impossible
best
to
move.
make the perfect moves
King h6 and now
all the
queen
time. How is the
g8.
finish?
Anish has to find this, and
Or
Anish,
bishop f4 also looks
look at
tempting,
Anish.
Sagar.
Amruta, he has a piece less. He has 2 pawns less. But if you see here, these are not playing, and so Adhiban is actually a rook and a piece down. Queen g8. Oh, what did he play? Bishop f4 check.
No, bishop f4 check. I was asking.
And now rook h7 is mate.
Oh, it's a pin.
Anish very upset.
Why is Anish so upset? Oh, look at Adhiban. Adhiban, why is he?
Anish is like, Adhiban, you should not have played this way. I think he's
Anish,
that for
always has this
Adhiban.
empathy for his opponent.
Yeah. And with this, Anish beats Adhiban. So let's switch our attention to Pragnananda's game, where he has managed to reclaim his position, space, everything.
Yeah.
Now, will Pragg win and make it 4 out of 4? I mean, Amrita, the thing about Pragnananda is that if he gets lost positions, he is resourceful to fight back. If he gets better positions, he is good enough to calculate those positions well and win them.
And time management is just
Pretty
too
good. Not
crazy.
too good. I mean, not as good as Arjun. Arjun's time management is just unbelievable.
Arush Kaushik asked, Sagar bhai, I recently finished my 12th. Now I want to start playing chess professionally. I am already 2200 plus on leeches, so I have knowledge. How to start?
Find a rating tournament and go and play. It's there on chessbase.in/calendar. See any tournament, and you can also find it on AICF calendar. Just find their number of the organizer in the brochure that is there on the website. Call them, pay your entry, go there, play, get your rating. I think that's the first step. Knight to h4 played. Did I unpin Pragg?
Yeah, exactly.
And Anish, yeah, sorry. What are you doing?
What? I'm just trusting you.
That has been your mistake in life in general. Trusting me.
Nikhilesh Jain, I'm polite, says Sagar, can you suggest some good books you recently came across? Sort of self-help books, the ones which are not very famous.
Oh, show these books.
These are very, I mean, these are not, these are work related, no?
They said self-help, no?
These are not self-help.
तीन बुक काफी है आज के लिए. कल तक अगर 3 बुक पढ़ लिए तो और बुक्स. And Pragg goes queen b2, Amruta. Now it's time. Rook to b8 has been played. The pawn has been saved. Pragnananda's knight on b1 not in the game, but wants to be a part of the game. The knight on h4 really well placed, angling at the f5 square, also looking at the bishop here. When he takes on d4, you want to take with the c pawn, getting the central pawns, but then the queenside pawns could become strong. That's the reason why Pragg has blocked it. If e takes d4, he really wants to take with the pawn and get his knight out on c3. What does Christopher Yu do? He has 20 seconds left on the clock. What is his next plan? Where does he go, Amruta?
He brings the knight, maybe?
He
No,
takes. Oh, but this is
The
very
knight's
happy.
going.
Knight on b1 is like, please c pawn, go take it. Yes, and now he's got the c3 square for himself. Where does black go? Maybe queen g5 attacking here so that if knight c3 the rook would hang. That could be a plan. Christopher now has 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, needs to move quickly.
Queen
Pragg
g5 can go
still,
rook
yes.
e2 maybe. Oh
Good
no,
move.
but the queen
Good move
e1
by
is a
him.
threat. So queen e3 is a threat. How do you
Queen
stop
is
that?
coming in.
Knight g2?
But
Queen
you know,
h5.
Amruta, exactly, this is not a huge threat. He
Oh,
plays
f4.
f4, stopping it, but now queen g4. He's going to do that.
But the queen doesn't have f3 to d1 entry, which
Yes.
is good.
And also f5 could be an idea.
But
So he goes queen
d8.
d8.
Unbelievable.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Can we push f5 and block the bishop on
Yes.
g6? Further there. That could be a plan. He goes knight c3 and now knight to d5
Love the
is he wants to
central
go there.
pawns for Pragnananda. Love that.
But now knight f6. Yeah, good move. Christopher Yu, even with less time, is making some great moves. Guys, this, what you are seeing on your screen, might well be the match that you will see after a few years at the candidates, at the world championships, because these two are amazing talents. For Pragg, he wants to push now f5, but then the bishop comes here, the knight is coming in, the queen is coming in. So that's the reason why I guess he might have to make the very sort of unfavorable decision of taking on
Yeah,
g6.
he did take.
He takes it, black king comes up. Now
That's a lot of confusion. f5, e5 or d5.
he goes king g2. For this time, it seems like black is now in the driver's seat because of king h7. No, he plays queen d7 and now pawn push. Pragnananda can.
Which pawn? But f5, e5, d5 is
If you play e5, there is knight
Knight
d5. So that's why he plays d5. Next move, he wants to play e5, and I think Pragg's
that's
central
wrong.
pawns are starting to roll now. It's not at all easy being black in this position.
Yes, totally.
But
Though
at the same
Indians
time,
is equal, it is
But at
great.
the same time, Amruta, if you get queen g4, knight h5, you might start hacking at the weaknesses. He goes h5. His plan is queen g4, h4.
Doesn't matter, na? You go e5.
E5 or maybe do you
F5.
want to go F5 then
I
E5?
can, because your knight is not coming to e5 immediately. So I can go f5 also.
Yeah, let's go F5. Pragnananda has
Yeah,
1
f5
minute.
is something I like better.
Pragg is taking his time, Amruta, at this point of time because he knows that, oh, he goes
What?
rook
He's
A2,
decided to not push the pawn. Rook a6 is his threat.
maybe, but
Even
now
that much.
H4. H4
Do you
is
want to ignore?
powerful because if you
Rook
go rook
A6?
A6, there is queen G4.
I don't have 92. I don't have time for 92.
No,
I
you
miss
don't have
that.
time at all. He goes king G7 back. And that's a good move. That's a
Oh,
decent move.
now play f5 because at least now you need to stop queen g4.
Yeah, F5 makes a lot of sense, but you never really want to weaken your structure so much. So, what did he do now? After F,
No, king g7 is thinking. He's thinking.
he's also down to 36 seconds, while Christopher has 21 seconds on the clock.
Queen c5.
Who's going to
People
win?
are
Is it
suggesting-
going to be the Indian young talent or is it going to be the USA talent? This is a very interesting matchup. Pragnananda can also push his pawn to e5, but I think if he does that, then knight takes d5 is going to cost
now the
him
rook is not on d2. Let's not
dearly.
forget.
Yeah, and this attacks the queen.
This has been the toughest one for Pragnananda for
Pragg
today.
goes rook a6, h4, and now he pins it this way.
Oh.
His plan is to maybe take here and attack this. What
but what
an
if b4?
interesting. Sorry?
What if b4?
No, if you play b4, then just knight moves. And if you play c3, then I can take. If
Yeah,
you
there is a
take
pin.
here, then this. So there are possibilities there. But where to move the knight? Knight d1,
Knight e2 only.
knight e2.
Maybe e5 is also knight d5 RI, but no, you can't. Oh, it's dangerous. Can you go rook f6? But no discovered attack. Oh, he played
Knight b5.
knight b5.
c3, and now he will take it back. Oof. Did Christopher, you miss it? Not really. I don't know.
He's
From his
okay,
expressions, you can't really make out whether that was. Oh, he takes with the pawn. Now, if
No.
you take on b8, he wants to go queen g4.
Yeah.
But I think Pragg will take on c3. Pragg is not very materialistic in general. No, he takes it. He takes on b8, queen g4. In comes the queen attacking here. Where does Pragg
Queen
go
e5.
next?
Queen e5.
Rook takes f6. Amruta is the only move. Otherwise, Pragg
Not
is
queen
lost.
e5? Not.
Well, queen e5, queen g3 is almost like trouble. Queen e5, no, queen e2 is the winning move somehow. He takes on f6, finds the only defensive move here. Now queen g3 has to play. King f1. Pragg has to play his king to f1. This is getting
But
really...
c2 RI, oh, he has to defend so accurately.
Yeah.
Is
King
it
h1.
possible?
King h1 is
Very
losing.
hard. Very hard for white. I
7
would say.
seconds for Pragg. He's come down and look at Christopher's
Oh.
time. He has 44 seconds. King f1 played. And now
What if king f6? I still don't know what
he
to
must,
do.
he must play. And then
queen
king
e5,
f6.
but c3 is also defended. Oh.
Yeah, actually, queen h8. Good move there by Pragg. I guess there's no perpetual after king g6, Amruta, because check king h5.
Queen h7 check. King g4. Queen f5. King f3.
Yeah, don't let the king run in. And now Pragg has to find the only defensive move, king e2, which is impossible because in your mind you want to give a check with just 10
Impossible.
seconds left
Yes,
on the clock. He gives a
completely
check.
impossible.
He makes an error there because now Christopher Yu can come in with h5 and you
Queen
can see
f7 check.
Christopher Yu there looking very confident. He knows this is his chance. Queen f7 falls with a check, but the king is coming in. And that was the point,
the
Amruta.
pawn
When your
on
king was on
C3.
e2, it stopped king f3.
Correct.
That was maybe the
But
point.
very
There.
hard to give the move to and allow c2. In general, only queen c3 was important practically. You can't let that pawn stay there.
Yeah, now king g4 and now black is completely winning. I don't see how Pragg is going to save this because once the king comes here, the h pawn is strong, the c pawn is strong. Velvet says all of Pragg's games are too exciting for my heart to handle. Is there last any twist left here? I doubt.
No, I
doubt.
also doubt here because the white king is almost in a mating situation. That to 2 seconds for him.
Well, Amruta, don't underestimate Pragg here. Yeah, he might find something. He's always done that. He's done it with the best in the business.
But this one is very, very almost close to impossible.
Who knows?
C2.
Yeah,
Why
C2.
with his queen on E3? I don't understand. He was not playing C2. But
Okay, C2 is just
anyway,
too.
just winning.
Because then D7, and yeah, here Pragnananda is going to face his first defeat in the Generation Cup. It's time to resign the game, but great fight by Christopher Yu and amazing play there. Pragg has 11 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Plays queen g8 check, but king f3 seems like the move.
Ah, that's why when the queen was on E3, check and queen G2 was there. So queen was important to be on D2. Oh, Christopher, you actually played really
Pragg
accurately.
is so unhappy with this. He
Yeah.
wanted to win at all costs. But, well, you win some, you lose some. It's a great fight there. And Pragg resigns. Christopher Yu has that small expression on his face saying, "Job well done." And he manages to win. His bottle has no water, but it doesn't matter. He can now go and fill the water bottle for the rest of the day because he has beaten the leader of the tournament, Pragnananda. And with this, the final round of the day comes to an end. Adhiban lost to Anish Giri from very interesting position. Magnus beat Lei Kwong Liam. Arjun Erigaisi beats David Navara. Fantastic game there. And Hans Niemann beats Vincent Kaimar. So Hans is on 6 out of 8. Radoslav Wojtaszek loses to Levon Aronian here. Christopher Yu, as we saw, won against Pragnananda. And lastly, Boris Gelfand lost his 4th game in a row against Ivan Šarić. And here Duda manages to lose his game against Ivanchuk. So Ivanchuk, Amruta, has done pretty well today. He has managed to score at least 2 wins. In fact, he scored what, 3 wins?
Oh, Magnus becomes the leader now.
10 points with Pragg just behind him. Also Arjun, Ivanchuk and Hans. Look at the top 5 bracket, no Amruta? You have one who is sort of middle-aged, that is Magnus. 3 youngsters, Pragg, Niemann, Arjun, and 1 veteran, Ivanchuk. So very interesting.
Incredible, huh? Ivanchuk. Just incredible.
Yeah, that's just too good.
And Anish has moved to 8th spot.
Yeah.
He's climbed up a little.
He will come back. And guys, today we have had an excellent day of chess. Lot of ups and downs. Lot of things have happened. Magnus Carlsen beat both Adhiban and Arjun Erigaisi. So Indians couldn't beat the world champion. Also Anish Giri held on to a draw against Magnus. So on parting note, Amruta, let's leave our audience with a small message.
What is the message?
Give a message.
I thought you would leave us a message. The message is tomorrow we are gonna be back. Please work on your chess well. Please miss all the classes and let's cheer for our guys out there who are playing. It was a lot of fun. It was spectacular actually. In fact, this last round, how this Christopher played against Pragnananda, it was really a fight to watch. It was changing in between. The assessments were changing.
Right.
But it
So
was
tomorrow,
a really
Amruta,
great game.
Magnus versus Niemann is there. And tomorrow also Magnus versus Pragg, last game of the day. So tomorrow Pragg takes on Wojtaszek, Vincent, Arjun and Magnus. So 7 and 8th round.
And Adhiban also.
No, there are only 4 games.
Okay.
And Adhiban takes on Lei Kwong Liam, Navara, Niemann, Aronian. So a lot of exciting games up your way. Guys, Take care.
Yes.
Good night. Thank you for being wonderful. And thank you so much, Karthik, who has given $500,
Yes.
whose super chat may even last for another 2 hours if we continued the stream. So thank you so much
Yes,
for your support.
the highest in any live stream until
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Thank you so much. And that was very kind of you. And I'll leave you guys with this small little thing that is about the ChessBase premium account. And then we'll end the stream. Why is the ChessBase Premium account a good investment for your chess career? It costs you less than 5 rupees a day and it gives you access to 12 powerful features. What are these 12 features? You can play online on Play Chess. You can solve tactics on the Sack Mate feature of ChessBase account. You can watch live games every day of high-class chess of the top players in the world. You have a powerful video portal with thousands of videos from top trainers like Daniel King, Lawrence Trent, Rustam Kazimjanov, and many more. There's a live database game feature where you can check any games and see how many times it has been played before and also get an idea of what the trends are. There's also Fritz Online feature where you can play against an engine online. You also can learn, remember, and revise your openings with the openings trainer. The My Games Cloud is a great feature where you can store your games and analysis on the cloud. Never ever will you fear a hard drive crash. You also have the players database where you get information about the players, their openings, their ratings, how they have increased, how they have fallen, and so on. There's a studies database where you can check out the most beautiful studies and try to solve them. It can really help you in improving your calculation. There's a quiz feature where if you are a quiz buff, you will enjoy solving the questions that are posed to you. And finally, the ChessBase news portal where you will get updates of all the latest news across the world. The ChessBase Premium account is a powerful tool that helps you overall to improve your chess and take it to the next level.
कुछ नहीं कर सकते. गुड नाइट गाइस. अभी भी 1000 लोग बैठे हैं. और कितना ऐड प्ले करूं?
अरे 1000 डीप ब्रेथ ले लो, नींद आ जाएगी.